Bringing sense to the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to talk.
Liberian, listen to the voice of Liberia. It is time to talk. Bringing sense to the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to talk.
Seku Sherry say, Liberia, listen to the voice of Liberia. It is time to talk. Bringing sense to the issue for better discussion.
Seku Sherry
coming to talk.
Liberia, listen to the voice of Liberia. It is time to talk. Bringing sense to the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to talk.
Seku Sherry say, Liberia, listen to the voice of Liberia. It is time to talk. Bringing sense to the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to talk.
Liberia, listen to the voice of Liberia. It is time to talk. Bringing sense to the issue for better discussion. Seku Sherry coming to talk.
Seku Sherry say, Liberia, listen to the voice of Liberia. It is time to talk. Bringing sense to the issue for better discussion.
Seku Sherry
coming to talk.
Liberia, Seku Sherry coming to talk. Entertainment to information and education. Seku Sherry coming to talk. Liberia, Seku Sherry coming to talk. Good information, entertainment and education. Seku Sherry coming to talk.
Seku Sherry say, Liberia, listen to the voice of Liberia. It is time to talk. Bringing sense to the issue for better discussion.
Seku Sherry
coming to talk.
from Monday to Friday, Liberia.
Seku Sherry coming to talk.
From Monday to Friday, Liberia.
Seku Sherry coming to talk.
From Monday to Friday, Liberia.
Seku Sherry coming to talk.
Seku Sherry say,
Liberia, listen to the voice of Liberia. It is time to talk. Bringing sense to the issue for better discussion.
Seku Sherry
coming to talk.
African soldiers who fought for freedom. Some are dead and some are living. Those that are dead are still fighting. Those that are living are still fighting. Shaka Zulu, African soldier. Elisa Lesse, African soldier. Namdia Sikiwe, African soldier. Kwame Nkrumah, African soldier. Jomo Kenyatta, African soldier. Patrice Lumumba, African soldier. Marcus Garvey, African soldier. African soldier, show your power.
A morning is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful blessing. Whether it is sunny, cloudy, rainy, or snowy, it stands for hope and giving us another start at life. May yours be a great one as we move about looking for what we want to see in our lives.
From economic jargon, attention, African soldiers.
Everybody says mistake is the first step of success, but the real fact is correction of mistake is the first step of success in life. Wake up this morning. The state of the nation is hopeless, and it continues to deepen down. Unusual things are happening in our country under the stewardship of the unprepared president of our country. But we are here to continue to contribute immensely to the growth and development of our country, Liberia. And certainly your belief should not be changed by what people say or think about you. Once you believe in anything, stand by it. Be committed. Focus. Work towards your belief. Don't mind what they say. If you gave them the chance, they will even do more than what you think and believe in. Good morning, folks. Today is the 16th of April, 2024. How many more days to the 100 days deliverable they promise? We're going to tell you. And certainly this is where we are this morning. We will continue to talk about the issues. We will not go back to the butchers, but we will talk about the issues that matter to our country. Those of you joining us on the very first time, we want to say good morning and welcome to the show. My name is Sekou, and I'm Sekou Sharif. Inshallah, with the blessing of my parents, protection and acceptance of Allah, we're going to take you up to 10 o'clock this morning. Fascinating discussions. We've got the issues. We've got the issues to talk about. And my co-pilot is here. Together this morning, we're going to serve you breakfast. This is where we speak truth to power. No matter who you are, no matter who are those that are involved, we speak truth to power. And let me say good morning to my co-pilot, Samira.
Good morning to you, Sekou, and good morning to all Liberians across Liberia. Let me say that it's great to be here. It's the third day of the week, though.
The third day, the second.
The third.
Tuesday.
The week starts
on Sunday.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
My co-pilot.
Yes. So let me say good morning to all of you, and if you are viewing our broadcast from Facebook, please share. Invite a friend to participate. Yesterday, we never acknowledged those of you that were following because we had too many things to talk about on yesterday. But today, we will do that. We are going to acknowledge those of you that's following this morning. Let me say good morning to you, Sekou, and how was it yesterday?
Yeah, it was great. And, it's always good to be here.
I don't know that is by coincidence. We are somehow wearing similar color this morning.
Yours is even is even much better than mine. Yes.
What's it made it to be better and not better?
No, yours is much better.
I see you. No, much better than you.
No,
You looking good this morning. That's the truth.
Nothing good about me.
You cannot say that, but that is it. Welcome and welcome to Good Morning Liberia. We have a couple of things to talk about. Let me just run through them this morning quickly. First, we will talk to our international correspondents. We have too many to talk to this morning, and we'll be bringing you information from outside the country, as we usually do on this broadcast. The Labor Ministry. Yesterday, we were to talk about the Labor Ministry. Yesterday, we were to talk about the Labor Ministry. We never talked about the Labor Ministry. What we did yesterday, we only read few documents from the Labor Ministry, and on today, we will dig deeper into the Labor Ministry. We will tell you about Kopo Kura. And also on yesterday, there was an audio, a leaked audio that was played on this radio by Good Morning Liberia concerning the Buchanan Port. Some of the corrupt issues going on there. Some of these people at the Buchanan Port, the financial secretary, and all of these people that are involved into stealing the Liberian people money, they were on tape, they were caught on tape, and we played it on yesterday. But due to time, due to our guests, we never had much time to go into it. But on this morning broadcast, we will be able to go deeper into it. We will talk about the Buchanan Port. We will play the audio again.
And today we'll take more time to talk about it. More time.
Yes, we will play the audio so that you listen for yourself, so that you hear how corrupt these people are in this country. And on this morning broadcast, it will interest you to know that the president of all person, President Bwaka, he's condemning incident outside of Liberia. The recent escalation of violent conflict between Israel and Iran, our president is condemning it. What is he doing about Liberia's situation?
The one that happened in Kinjal.
Yes.
When the lives of people were taken. When his police went and killed people. He had the guts not to say anything about it.
Yes.
But to talk, we will talk about it as part of the
certainly.
And we've gotten certain information. It surrounded the fire service.
Okay.
And this morning, we will say it. You know, this country, right? Let's be honest. This country will not change. We ourselves our own problems. This country will not change. There's something we'll tell you about the Liberia Fire Service. It will shock you. Honestly. It is very, I don't know why is it the people pretend to be leaders? When they're in the positions, they change. And they do the worst of all that you think they should not do. This is where we find ourselves. But let's go and acknowledge the people that watch.
And also, we have a couple of things to talk about. Sekou, I'm not yet done. Okay. You have the 100 days deliverable. Today, we have 14 more days left.
Yes.
We would want to know what is going on. And the fire issue, like Sekou said, Joe Bwaka, he's there condemning people outside of Liberia, but the fire incident, it has been happening.
Yes.
Yes.
And the only time we saw the president was at the home of the speaker.
Of course.
No one is saying it is bad. No. No one is saying that the president should go to the homes of all the fire victims. No. But a leader who shows some sense of care to the citizens.
Yes.
He or she leads. Since more than 70 homes gutted with fire in this country.
Not a word.
Alarming rate of fire, scaring by the way, the president said nothing. No concern from the president, from the government, not at all. But when the home of the speaker gutted with fire, the president had to go to the home and show concern. So there are questions we're going to be asking. So this country, once you are not in certain position,
you are not part of the elite.
So it means that your issues are not as serious as the way it should be.
Yes.
We'll talk about it.
And also CPP has dissolved. Yes,
yeah.
on yesterday there was a press conference that was being held. Somebody would say a few for Kumi
Yeah, me
because
and
he has
people
been
coming
in the
to-
political landscape for a very long time
But
now.
I know coming to come back 2029. You don't think so?
But it make you give up now.
Okay. Let's watch and see how it plays out. Let's
Yeah.
run to acknowledge to those of the people watching us. PP Keita writes and says, good morning, Liberia. CDC Pape Success Keita from Dupont Roll. Asia Smith said, good morning, family. Following you from Japan Freeway on the yellow bus. Emmanuel F. Cole writes and says, good morning, Liberia. I'm watching from Bon County, Banga City. Patrick Tisa, our technician, and also the man behind the camera is watching. He said, David Nimlin writes and says, good morning. I'm watching from Jacobtown Rehab Community. Thanks for the show. Joe Kofi writes and says, I'm watching from Jacobtown Market. Prince Today Jodia says, I'm following you from the People Republic of Fiama. Conan Saros Adie, former representative candidate in one of the districts in Mangibi County. He writes and says, good morning, Chief. Your show is always the biggest in the country. Thank you, very humble. Sylvester writes and says, good morning, guys. Joseph Soko Conan Jr. is watching. Joseph Colette writes and says, good morning, Voice of Liberia. I have more than 11 persons that are listening to Voice of Liberia right now. Sekou, I need help from you and Samira. You should please give me a middle-sized speaker so as many of my community members can know what's happening in and around our country. I'm watching from Banga City, Bon County. Okay, thank you. Just go to Voice of Liberia branch in Banga, and then we will see what else we can do. Conan Saros Adia writes again, I'm currently following the show from Kakata. Thank you very much, Saros Adia, Conan. Intelligent Johnson Dickinson's right. A pleasant good morning from the port city of Monrovia. I'm Intelligent Johnson Dickinson. I'm taking a moment to appreciate the incredible job you are doing to have us informed every morning. Your information bold cats, he meant to say broadcasts, are always filled with significant, insightful, and valuable content that keeps us informed and engaged. Thank you for your dedication and exceptional work in keeping us up to a date with the latest news and discussions. Information is need at this critical junction. Mama Liberia is all we have. The state will not burn. Sam D. Jobo writes and says, good morning, VOL, following from Camp Johnson Road. Abraham S. Molu, one of our staffs in Bangabon County, writes and says, good morning, CEO and Samira. I'm following from the main studios of Voice of Liberia, Banga. Mohammed J. Sharif says, good morning, VOL family. I'm following from Jacobtown, St. Francis community. Old man Joe Boaka, you danced with the devil. Now that devil is deeply dancing with you. It was Senator Sir Joseph, and now the speaker. Whoa, what is going on with the country? So, Speaker Kofa, this is devastating. Liberia finished under this 80-year-old man. He does not have wisdom. Allah bless us. My own good sister, Sewa Nanagba, is watching. She's one of the ministers at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. I want to say good morning to you, my sister. John David Nyakula Yakpawolo writes and says, good morning, my VOL family, Samira, and my powerful CEO, Fire Ninja, visited the speaker yesterday, while the other citizens was not visited. Oh, because they are not important, right? The citizens that voted you to power has been denied by the ordinary Fire Ninja. We are currently certainly getting there. We move on here this morning. Emeka F. Umar, a very good friend and brother, resides in Nigeria. He's watching this morning. Emeka, we want to say good morning to you, my brother. S. Peter Bender writes and says, road rehabilitation is currently on across the country. JMB will succeed greatly. Where? How? 14 days remaining, it will finish. We are watching to see. Tuckman Snowlos writing says, thank you, VOL. You guys are doing well for the Liberian people. Without you people, we won't know what is happening in the country. Emeka F. Urma writes again and says, good morning, family. Ruben Cannon writes this morning and says, I'm following you from Ghanansville. God bless Liberia under the devil leadership of JMB. Carlos Harris writes and says, good morning, VOL. David S. Kanswa, my own good friend and brother, he's watching the second. Mohammed A. Jabatel writes and says, good morning, Sekou Sharif. I'm watching from Sierra Leone, Freetown. Thank you. Abdullahi Dukle writes and says, good morning, CEO Sekou V. Sharif Jr. And good morning, my beautiful sister Samira Semwola. I'm expecting a great discussion this morning. I'm falling from my new Matadit Estate resident in Single Monrovia, Liberia. Emmanuel Ma writes and says, good morning, guys. I'm watching from Boston, Massachusetts. Intelligent Johnson Dickerson writes again and says, watching in this morning, I'm intelligent, blah, 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 blah. From the, okay, it's the same thing the person wrote, breaking limits bio. Writes and says, good morning, Liberia. I'm watching from Cardwell. J. Alexander Daime says, good morning, family. I'm watching from 2nd Street, Single. Kasuka Dosla writes and says, falling from Harper, Maryland County. Benjamin Valingi writes this morning on the show and says, good morning, VOL. I'm watching from Banga, Bon County. And this one continues here. Samuel Chantry says, good morning, Liberia. I'm watching from the diaspora, where we don't know. Mohammed Askara Khanen is watching. Michelle N. Bima Jr. is watching. He says, good morning, Voice of Liberia. I'm watching from Banga, Bon County. Eric Jenka says, good morning, VOL family. I'm watching from LPRC community. And the list continues here. I want to say thank you to all of you watching us this morning. We can't call all your names. We need to go on. We appreciate every one of you for joining us. And we encourage you to always be the voice and continue to share as we continue to do the best in our country. Well, no time. At 8:30, we go for the international updates. Wow. So what is it do we have there first that we can look at?
So, couple of things to talk about for our trendy issues. We're just going to run through them. The 100 days deliverable, the fire issue, right? We're going to talk about the fire issue. We'll talk about the 100 days deliverable, and we'll also talk about the fire issue. And also, passing through, we'll talk about Boakai. He's condemning other things that's happening in between Israel and Iran.
Okay, so let's look at that first. Let's look at it. Fellow Liberians, we need to be honest to ourselves in what we do and how we say it and how we speak to our leaders. You know, and
yeah. So we will need to know how we do that. But in all fairness, we should be very, very much clear and be able to say things straight to the point.
Okay. We all have been following the trend of issues in our country. Lives of Liberians were taken from Grand Cape Mount, particularly in Kinjor, when police officers knowingly, and the report came up, and the police officers were in the wrong of what they did concerning the deaths of Liberians in Grand Cape Mount County. More than 2, 3, 4, 5 persons got killed from the incident in Grand Cape County, lots of people got injured. And that was a national concern. The president of our country did not speak. Police brutality against peaceful citizens of our country. The president did not say anything about it. Under his watch, under his gavel, under his presidency, under his stewardship as the president of this country, he said nothing about it. He made no efforts. Investigative reports are out. The government has done nothing to implement the recommendations and findings from the report. Those of the people that got killed, nothing seemed to happen for them. Their family members, they've left in limbo as to the direction of what happened to their children. People are taking the laws into their hands under the watch of the president. And the president has said nothing about it.
The mudslide within Riverside.
The mudslide in Riverside. People got killed.
Yes.
The president did not express concern as the president of the country to say, even though this has happened, but the government is unhappy and the government will do the needful so as to protect her citizens. The president could not say anything about it. In a short while, under the leadership of this president, more than 20 Liberians got killed. The last time we remember when the mudslide took place in Sierra Leone, that was a national issue or international issue where people from around the world showed concern. Unlike in our country, currently where we have Joe Biden as the president.
Nothing. You have more than 3 persons that died, and results, the news that we got from there, though it is not yet confirmed, but the news that we got from there, the particular news that we got from there was that you have people, they were still under there.
Yes.
That was the news that came.
So the thing here is, you want a leader to show concern to the people he or she leads. Whenever the president speaks, there are a lot of things that will happen. It gives hope to the hopeless. It makes people to believe that there's a leader. It makes people to be encouraged and think that yes, even though there are difficulties, even though there are problems, but there are hopes ahead of the day. Something will happen. There will be a change. Because the president of the country has spoken. Unlike in our country, nothing seems to be serious to the president.
Seriously,
Nothing seems to be taken serious by the president.
Nothing seems to be serious.
Everything that happens in this country, he cares less about it. Now it happened. We are not against, and we did not pray for, we are not happy about what has happened to the speaker. The speaker is one of the decent sons of our country. But it said that once you are not in that hierarchy, once you are not part of the quote-unquote elite, or you're not part of leadership, your man, your pa, your whosoever, not part of that level of leadership in our country, it means to say you are not important.
Yeah, nobody know you. You saw it from the hospital there. What happened at the party headquarters?
Yes.
These people that killed themselves to win the campaign time, you had to go and help them.
And Joe Walker, it's so good that your age will not allow you to contest upcoming 2029. But honestly, you could be flogged. Because some of the things you're doing, you know, it's like you are intentionally doing these things to Liberians. You are intentionally. More than 50 homes gutted with fire in this country. You could not say anything. No one is saying that you should go to all the homes. Because no one is saying it is possible for you to go to all the homes.
It's not.
But you are seeing how homes are they've gotten with fire. Your one-time address to the nation
Yes.
could encourage even those of the victims who
Yes.
say, yes, there's a hope. The president of the country has spoken. What are you doing? What is happening in the lives of the people? But you had the guts to go to the speaker yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh, because he's the speaker. So you are the president for the elite,
Oh, yeah.
not for the common people. Because you've not done anything to say anything for the common people. You've not.
Even though you instruct fire
You've shown,
service.
you've shown carelessness to the interest of the Liberian people. Mind you, were you to get more votes, those homes that got it with fire, they are in more numbers than the speaker.
Oh, yes. They are.
But this is what we get. When you take a leader that has no love for the people he leads.
That's sympathy. That's even come to his heart.
For God's
They
sake.
say, oh, yes, these people are fire service. You'll be able to put station in each district. That's how a president speaks.
No, maybe you
right?
say, because the fire service is not as that improved as the way it is. But by you giving encouragement to all the people that we express concern about what is happening,
we are in sympathy with you people.
the government will work hard and make sure that we can prevent these things. It gives you some sense of a hope that yes, the president has spoken and the government is doing something to address some of the problems and some of the things that are happening in the country.
But they ignore it.
But nothing is being said.
They have been ignoring it.
Here's another interesting part. You think that you will get good results from the fire service? You won't get results.
The people say that.
Listen to this, fellow Liberians. You see, the people like Darius DeLon, then they are very sycophantic. They are fake. They've come to leadership with fakery. They make people to believe that this is what they can do. Where is Darius DeLon? I'm not against young people. I encourage it. And I think it's very important to have young people in positions in the country.
Sure.
You know, it is very important.
You also be able to, at times, not all the young people do, at times, if you give young people the chance, they'll be able to help the country. But
This
not
is
all.
Emmanuel Farr, the former office boy to Darius DeLon, and Edwin Tesler, the guy who is the owner of Champion Design. Y'all listen, fellow Liberians. They both individuals had gone for confirmation. That's the reason why when they tell you about school business, y'all can be serious. Y'all know, say, you need to be prepared for opportunity. They are going for confirmation, and they went in committee room, the committee that is responsible to have confirmed them, they did not confirm the two boys. Listen though, the Senate did not confirm the two boys, Emmanuel Farr and that of Tesla. Tesla. Both of them were not qualified on the grounds that they are not competent and qualified for their various positions. So they were not confirmed. You know what they did? They went and took onto themselves and started to work. And what it says to you,
Wow.
if that is not a violation, you got Darius DeLon, he says there, that is not a wrong thing. He says nothing about it. He says nothing about it. And you have two incompetent people at the Liberia Fire Service. What do you expect them to do? People that were not confirmed by the Liberian Senate, and they are sitting at the fire service. Tony Tesla is not qualified for the position. You get Emmanuel Farr that is not qualified for the position. They went for confirmation, and they were not confirmed, but they are currently working in the very positions. And you got the likes of Darius DeLon, and you got the likes of other senators. They cannot say anything. And you know, you don't blame the people. Darius DeLon alone, during his opposition life, had the guts to embarrass and destabilize the Liberian Senate, and saw what he wanted to see. Unlike These senators are there. They are very spineless. They are more in numbers, but they can't do nothing. Are supposed to be senator. They go confirm you. You not confirm. You not qualify. You be working. The president was saying you differently. He was saying you differently because you will not work there. I will use my oversight responsibility, and in fact, we will let you know that you should not work there. We make the public to understand whether you will be a violator of the law.
But as I was told, these two people, they are not even a serious people when it comes to the whole fire
No.
service work. They are not. So they said they're making fun. But the first thing is they weren't even confirmed. That's the thing about it. And
They were not confirmed?
So what do you think? What do you think they will be doing?
So they were not confirmed. But yesterday they are going to work. And they are doing so. It is a slap in the face of the Liberian Senate. Because they did not confirm them. And they are going to work. But that is it. And this is where we find ourselves. This is the country. And we'll continue to tell you. Let's go to our international desk to talk to our international correspondents. When we come back, we're going to talk about the Liberian politics. We're going to talk about much more issues. We'll also talk about the fire thing. And we will continue to talk about Joe Boaka because he's desperately performing in the country. All of what he's doing, there are no signs that this country will yield any result anytime soon about promises he made to the people of our country. Leaving Liberia to go to Nigeria now, the Nigerian Economic and Financial Crimes Commission says it has invited more celebrities caught in the act of spraying and mutilated and Naira and also other issues in the country on social media. And they've been able to invite some of them for investigation. Joining us on the line is Voice of Liberia Nigerian correspondent Naomi Kombenda. Naomi, good morning, and thank you for joining us today from Nigeria.
Good morning, Sekou. Thank you for having me.
Naomi, can you bring us to speed with this development where the Nigerian Economic and Financial Crimes Commission says it has invited more celebrities? For what reason they've invited them, by the way?
Okay, I believe you're aware of the controversy that's going on between the Nigerian controversial cross-dresser Idris Olariwaju, popularly known as Bob Risky, who was on Friday jailed for 6 months for the abuse of Naira. That's the charge the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has charged him with. And so this has also led to inviting other celebrities who are in the act of spraying the Naira during parties and other public activities. And they are charging them for abusing the Naira. I believe this is not news anymore, that the Nigerian people are used to spraying the money when they have a party. It shows that everybody is proud, everybody is rich, and that is just like a culture to us. But now the EFCC is saying that spraying of the Naira is, as a result, is called abuse of the Naira, and they're going to clamp down on anybody who is in that act. So that's why most of the celebrities were invited to the EFCC to tell them why they are doing they're in that act.
Is his offense only bothering now mean on the abuse of the Naira in the country, or other offenses are combined?
So far, the EFCC has only charged him with the abuse of the Naira. But what is bothering us is that the speed and the time frame at which the case was prosecuted was within just 2 weeks, and everything was finished. And the guy is sent to prison for 6 months without fine. So it's worrisome, because if it's only the abuse of the Naira, other people have also been arrested in similar cases. Like early this year, a similar artist was arrested, but she was asked to pay a fine so that she will be freed. So we don't understand why Bob Risky is sentenced to prison for 6 months without fine, and that's just why it's difficult to understand. Is it only for the abuse of Naira, or is it something the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission is hiding? But so far they said it's just for the abuse of the Naira.
We want to know what are the reactions coming from Nigerians in the country that know these are some of the things that will raise major serious concerns in the country. What are the reactions from Nigerians, by the way?
Sekou, the social media is bombarded with so many reactions. You know, this young man is a social media influencer, and he has a lot of followers. He's a queer character, no doubt, but he also is also an entertainer. So people are wondering, why do you spare the politicians who videos have been trending, Sekou, of governors showing money to the public? People are diving into the gutters to pick money. People are stampeding on each other, killing themselves because governors are throwing money. Some are even throwing the dollar, which is not even part of the Nigerian currency, okay? But nobody has arrested those people. So why must they pick on this? So Nigerians are saying that the EFCC is just being funny and smart that they have. They should go ahead and arrest the governors whose videos have also been sent to them. But you know what? The EFCC said that we should not, the policy or the law to arrest those abusing the Naira just came on board on the 7th of February 2024. That means every offense committed before that time has to go, but anything coming after this time will now be checkmate by them. I mean, it's the stories we hear every day, Sekou, but Nigerians are really not happy. So many people are really not happy, and so much is going on social media right now.
Thank you very much, Naomi Kombenda. She's Voice of Liberia, Nigerian correspondent on the line this morning from Nigeria on the program. Good morning, Liberia, on Voice of Liberia, 104.1 in Monrovia, 89.7 in Maigibi, 90.7 in Bong, and other frequencies across Liberia. Let's now go to the Gambia and see as well we can talk to Amadou Kante, who's in the Gambia. The first secretary of the Janet Commission, which was tasked to investigate and sole assets of Gambia's former president, Yahya Jammeh, has described the handling of said process as being a lack of transparency, and it is not the way in which it should be. Let's now see as well we can contact our Gambian correspondent to know what exactly all about this. Joining us on the line is Amadou Kante. Amadou, good morning, and thank you for joining us from the Gambia this morning on the show.
Yes, Sekou, thank you very much for having me once again. Always a pleasure to join you on the program.
Thank you, Amadou. Why do you think the former secretary of the Janet Commission made such revelations now, several years after the commission?
Well, according to the Mamadou Kurang, who is the first secretary of the Dan Jammeh Commission, which was instituted by the Barrack government at the time to look into the, of course, properties and some of the belongings of the former president, said he all along wanted to make these revelations, but he believed that since he was sacked by the then justice minister after he had a clash with the lead counsel of the commission at the time, believed it was not ideal for him to make such a revelation at any time than now, because there were a lot of things that were said about his sacking at the commission, because he believed the way and manner some of the properties were being sold was not in line with some of the responsibilities that they were given. So he said he knew there would be a time that he would say and Gambians would listen to him. But at that moment, if he had tried to say anything, probably not much would have believed him. So, and in fact, you know, according to him, not even many approached him to know what exactly happened. So all along, he felt he had something to say, but the opportunity was not available. So he believed it is the right moment now to explain in details as to some of the things that he knew has transpired and were not accurate. So he believed this is, according to him, is the right moment to reveal some of the things that he knew about selling of the properties of the former president.
How do you think Gambians will receive some of the news or some of the things that Mr. Kuranch relating to the assets of the former president Janet's?
Well, I think there will be contrasting reactions to these revelations made by Mamadou Kurang, you know, because to some people this may come as a surprise, but to others it may not, because it has been all along been, you know, questions been asked how much were the properties sold, to who bought them as well. Are they Gambians? Are they non-Gambians? It was not much clear to many of the Gambian people. Of course, some of Jammeh loyalists who still believed that his properties were bought by some government official. Of course, that in fact, the coalition 2016 who of course, fought very hard to remove Jammeh from power. They believe they were all angry at the time, and they were just in haste to get on his properties. And, for them, I think this will not come as a surprise. But for those that have all along believed Jammeh was just also using his power to take people's properties like as he wanted as a president at the time, that still maybe Mamadou Kurang have grudges here and there. But interestingly, he was asked whether that was the case. He said not. He's just, saying, of course, as things are. So I think it's depending who you talk to, Sekou, but I can tell you it has really triggered a lot of reactions here, and people would be very much interested to know what will happen next after such revelations were made by somebody.
This is where I want to come in. Do you think this latest disclosure by Mr. Kurant will vindicate some of the Jammeh loyalists who have been, concerned about the former president's assets, how they were sold?
Absolutely so. Until we hear anything or something different from somebody else, maybe a member of the commission would come out to deny some of the things said by Mamadou Kurang. I think as of now, they will be vindicated because all along they have been asking questions. No one, tells them anything or said anything about that can convince not only them but majority of Gambians as to how much the properties of the former president were sold, because Jammeh has always been dealing with expensive things, be it property, be it his own belongings, vehicles, cattle, and many other things. Has always been highly expensive things. In fact, as Mamadou Kurang put it. So to say these things were just bad or bought by ordinary Gambians, it's hard to believe. So many believe, of course, government officials were involved, but they didn't mention anybody who bought the materials or the belongings of the former president. So I think they'll be very happy that Kurang is speaking now. And what will happen next, no one knows. But I think there'll be very interesting things in the next coming weeks or months ahead, as far as this development is concerned.
Thank you very much. Amadou Kante is Voice of Liberia, Gambian correspondent on the line this morning, joining us from Gambia, telling us about what's happening there in Gambia. We go to Ghana to talk to Jonas Biarobi, who's our Ghanaian correspondent. Jonas will fill us in this morning. As the elections draw closer for Ghana, the Opposition National Democratic Congress, that's NDC for short, is demanding on investigation into some missing biometric voter registration BVR kits by the Electoral Commission to ensure trust ahead of the 2024 general elections in the Gambia. And so more of this, we're going to join Jonas Biarobi, who's going to tell us more about this from Ghana on the show. What exactly is the BVR, machine, and why is it this time, and what exactly they've suspected concerning this issue? Mind you, when you move into elections, Samira, you have pressure.
Sure.
You have all the people they're raising concerns. You have the opposition who come up and speak. You have the government who want to tell you that they're doing all they can. Mind you, but the current president of Ghana, Nana Akufo-Addo, will not be contesting. It is his second term. He's currently ending, so he won't be contesting the election this time around. So he goes and sits home and enjoy himself and watch how, yeah, man, politics are good thing, oh. Okay, we're trying to get Jonas, but we're yet to get him. So let's leave him there and go to Sierra Leone and see as well we can speak with our Sierra Leonean correspondent. Then we'll come back to Ghana now and we conclude this morning on our international update. Yes, the president of Sierra Leone is in the news this morning. The president of Sierra Leone, Dr. Julius Maada Bio, has presided over the signing of performance contracts between himself and the cabinet ministers, and something very interesting to hear where it will put the ministers in his cabinet to do the right thing. But let's join John Whitfield to know more about this development coming from Sierra Leone. It's an issue about transparency, or he wants to fulfill the promises he made to the people in the country. John, good morning, and thank you for joining us on Free Time Sierra Leone on the program.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
This news sounds very strange, but it is encouraging. I don't know how the president is sincere about this, where he's been able to sign or perform contracts with cabinet ministers within his government. Tell us more about this performance contract between the president and his ministers.
Yes, indeed. It's very encouraging, as you did say. And according to the president, the performance contract signing serves as a crucial mechanism for demonstrating their dedication to effectively fulfill their duties, and also it said their responsibilities when it comes to the issue of delivery as public servants. And also what will interest you is that he said that his government has clear objectives, and also they have what they call articulating strategies to achieve. And one way they believe that they could be held accountable and transparent is for him to set clear performance objectives so that each and every minister, whether the deputy minister, whether professional or political or administrative heads, must meet, especially within the term limits that they have been given. And an interesting thing he said is that they have not been put into power by themselves. They have been put into power by the people of Sierra Leone. And therefore, the people of Sierra Leone deserve to know what they have been doing, how they have been doing it, and whether it has been benefiting them. So this is the whole essence why they've had this performance contract.
What exactly will the performance of these ministers focus on?
Well, when it comes to the focus, you could recall that in his second term, he did launch what he called the Big Five Game Changers. And the Big Five Game Changers are: one, feed salon. And this is an initiative to boost agricultural productivity. Remember, Sierra Leone is one of the many African countries that is blessed with arable lands, but yet still the high form of importation is done by Sierra Leone. Even our own produce are very expensive. So this is a very big initiative. Another also among the Big Five Game Changers has to do with human capital development. So this is talking about how they will nurture skills for the 21st century. If you remember, when people are graduating from universities, most of the courses that they are doing do not relate to what we have in the job market as per demand. Also, it talks about youth employment schemes. We have one of the youngest population in Sierra Leone, but a huge number of the youth population are all either unemployed or underemployed. So the initiative for this one is to create about 500,000 jobs. And also it has what we call revamping the public sector at the agricultural area, which has to do with delivering professionalism and efficiency. And finally, it talks about tech and infrastructure. Remember, the world now is a global village, so we are looking at pathways for sustained economic growth. So these are the Big Five Game Changers that the performance contracts will definitely focus on.
What impact would it have on the governance structure in addressing the current needs of the people in Sierra Leone?
Look, we are practicing a democracy. And if you look at the definition for democracy, government of the people, for the people, and by the people. And the question we should be asking ourselves is whether our leaders have really been going by this definition. The only thing that has been accorded is government of the people, where they go to vote and they put them. But when it comes by the people, it has become a problem because many a times people have not been involved in governance structure. So now for this performance contract, we are hoping that the needs of Sierra Leoneans will be met. The average Sierra Leonean circle lives below $1 per day, which tells you the poverty lineage. So for me, this could be a scheme to see how they could do a bailout from poverty scheme, at least if not below $1, but above $1 per day. And Sierra Leoneans are hoping and wishing not just transparency and accountability, but also positive delivery.
The interesting thing here, John, who will monitor whether these ministers meet their targets or not?
Many people have been saying whether governments will become a player and a ref at the same time. What is interesting is that during the signing of this performance contract, the president did invite civil society organizations, and also we have members from the diplomatic and consular corps. Remember, Sierra Leone is a very poor country, and most of the monies we receive are donor funded. So those who will be giving their monies from the diplomatic and consular corps are going to be one of the refs. Another ref is going to be our local civil society organizations. When we had the last election, they had what they call the Bio Tracker. So this was an online tracker which tracks the performance of the Mother Bio government. So civil societies, international bodies, and other citizens will be tracking because they now have the big 5 game changers in their hands. They have the manifesto promises and also the midterm national development that should be served as a tracker.
Thank you very much, John Whitfield from Freetown, Sierra Leone, on the program this morning.
Thank you.
John is Voice of Liberia correspondent in Sierra Leone. There you have it. Samara, you listen to that other one, the sound.
Seriously, yeah, these are things that happen across the country. Politics is something.
No, but it's good. You know, once the president has been able to do that with good faith, and is going to be a sincere thing where people will be accountable, you've signed now, you've agreed, though.
Yeah.
Even though the president has been able to appoint you, you also on an obligation to deliver. Let's go to Ghana and talk to the man, Jonas Biarobi, this morning on the show concerning the opposition National Democratic Congress, NDC. They're demanding an investigation into some missing biometric voter registration, BVR for short, by the Electoral Commission to ensure trust ahead of the 2024 general election. Jonas, good morning, and thank you for joining us this morning from Ghana.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
What exactly is the BVR, machine as it is being requested by the opposition National Democratic Congress so that it can be investigated?
Well, so thank you so much, Sekou. These BVR machines we are talking about basically are the verification machines that are used during elections. So any individual that goes to the election centers to go and vote, these are machines that they use to verify your biometrics before you are allowed to vote. So it is used to capture every single individual's biometrics before you vote. So without being verified by those machines, you are not allowed, or you cannot be allowed to go and cast your vote during any election in Ghana, be it parliamentary or presidential or even assembly level. So these machines are very crucial and very important when it comes to elections in Ghana.
How did it get missing, by the way? Has there been any information as to how they got missing?
So that's actually the problem, how it got missing. We haven't gotten any proper explanation from the Electoral Commission in Ghana. Well, what we have just been told is they issued, Parliament had summoned their leadership, and they explained that after the elections they held, they did district assembly elections to elect various assembly members, and after that some of these machines have not been returned to the national headquarters of the Electoral Commission. So their suspicion is that these machines may still be within their regional or district offices. But the question is, if you have given some machines out to your lower level to conduct an election, you know the number that you have given to the lower level to conduct the election. So in return, you must take stock and know exactly what you are taking from them. So if any office at the lower level has not returned their machines up to the number that was delivered to them to conduct that election, you should be able to know who has not returned and why it has not been returned. But the case here is that we are just being told that they cannot find the machines in their office and they are hoping to find them. And that's all the explanation they have been giving.
What are the reactions of Nigerians, and what do you think will happen if these machines are not found before the elections in Ghana?
Most definitely, whoever actually is concerned about elections in Ghana is not happy about this development at all, because it is something that can compromise the credibility of the 2024, this current year election that will be held in December. And the concern being raised by both the opposition political party and some Ghanaian citizens is that if these machines that they are talking about are not in their lower level offices, and who knows if it is with an individual or in the hands of some political parties, then they can actually sit in their rooms during election time and manipulate anything to add figures or numbers into the election to compromise the results of the election to favor either their political party or whoever they want to win the election. So people are concerned, the opposition is concerned, some stakeholders in election are also concerned that those verification machines need to be retrieved before the election, or else it's likely to spark controversies or even some misunderstanding during the election if anyone raises allegation that they have been cheated or they have an issue during the 2024 election. The Electoral Commission cannot defend, and it may ruin the peace of the election.
Thank you very much, Jonas Biarubi, our Ghanaian correspondent. And that's all the time we've got here this morning on the international scene. And let's play you this, and then we'll come back. This is the voice of the current internal auditor at the Port of Buchanan. And then we'll take this break to be right back on the show. Listen to the voice.
With this child, she will lose her job. But now she's taking my kindness to be my stupidity. Hello?
Yeah, listen, you're telling me about she make the institution lose her job.
So, yeah,
and not
now
lose
she's
her
taking my kindness now to be my stupidity. So I said, okay, since this is the route, then I will hold her to her feet. So I told Fodor, I said, Fodor, if you compromise this, my hand not there, but I will make sure I push it. So Fodor said, if she does not bring the cash on Friday, then she will have herself to be blamed. That what happened?
Yeah, but I can't understand why do you want say that you money alone.
But why she creating so lies? She lying that she get a cash with her. She told me that she called Elijah Brandon. I even decided to write you.
Yeah,
because she said she can't cash to town on Friday, I said I will wait for Friday since I'm in town.
But not the first time. That's not the first time there. I seen money where you talk about it 20-something times. Yeah, I call you in the office, you try to pity her again. I can one person just say that and play a game that I have all that money. And she bring deposit or now heard that. Look at that.
That's why I told Fodor last night. I said, look, there are a lot of things that I have not told you concerning Sisi. I've been trying to cover up for her. I've been trying to let things slap because that job ain't we all can do things. I've been trying. See, I even told her, I said, Sisi, 25,000 naira, issue, I need defending her.
That's what money again. Did you bring now heard at all or deposit?
Yeah. For us, what I said, I'm telling you something serious. So they can raise the issue with her Ali defending her. She was only able to account for 8,000 naira. I said, for 6 years, not good.
Yeah, but
no wonder why you have been blasting at her.
Yeah, but then you could have the other channel made on 80,000 more. A Chinese man, then I go to her, she say, man, I got money. I saw I call a Chinese man. A Chinese man say, no, I give it to her.
See, and you can't treat people like that. NPA is a no. Nobody can, no one person can eat NPA money. If like a different deal you strike, OSA or A, that one is for you. But money not coming to NPA itself, you're working either you try it will backfire. Because there are too many different documents. Now you don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
And she needs to understand that.
Yeah, but you got to train her.
No, I can't train her because she's not ready to be trained.
The guy all over here, but I go far food to eBay.
Oh, I'm telling you the truth, bro. She's not
But
willing.
I thought you were willing to listen to yourself. Okay? Yeah, you are man helping her.
I've been cool with her. Bro, I swear to God. I've been playing stupid.
Mm-hmm, I know. You know, I'm not help the guy.
She not use that particular money. Somebody say she used it to buy steak and thing for her place in Berlin. So if you use some, say, oh, I use some for this.
So George, on the phone again, if you're on the phone again, give me all of hot thing that you know, won't know how to enjoy what's more thing. I won't turn to be our lay black then, or won't you just running with thing now?
Tell you the truth. Tell her with her problem she in now. Let her bring the people money to town.
In the problem, bring over that you want to know the one level.
Let her bring the people money to town. She the one make the news to reach to town. And she have been truthful and sincere. She was allowed it to stay right. In fact, for that to us, say, you and I say your handle, your thing over there. She said, I say call family and say blah blah blah. Where I never call. So
anyway. At least you will be understanding what that, but me, I know, me, I see me, I don't.
But now she taking my kindness to be my stupidity. Hello?
Yeah, listen, you're telling me about
now
she make the institution lose her job.
So, yeah,
I know
now
lose
she taking my kindness now to be my stupidity. So I said, okay, since this is the route, then I will hold her to her feet. So I told Father, I said, Father, if you compromise this, my hand not there, but I will make sure I push it. So Father said, if she does not bring the cash on Friday, then she will have herself to be blamed. That's what happened.
Yeah, but I can't understand why you want say that you money alone.
But why she creating so lies? She lie on. She lying that she get a cash with her. She told me that she called Elijah Brandon. I even decided to write you.
Yeah,
because she said she can't cash to town on Friday, I said I will wait for Friday since I in town.
But not the first time. That's not the first time there. Even I seen money where you talk about it 20 something times. Yeah, I call you in the office, you try to pity her again. I can one person just say that and play a game that I have all that money. And she bring deposit or now heard that. Look at that.
That's why I told Father last night. I said, look, there are a lot of things that I have not told you concerning Cece. I've been trying to cover up for her. I've been trying to let things slap because that job ain't we all can do things. I've been trying. See, I even told her, I said, Cece, 25,000 naira, $7 rate issue, at least defending her.
That's what money again. Then you bring now heard at all or deposit.
Yeah. For us, what I said, I'm telling you something serious. So they can raise the issue with her and Lee defending her. She was only able to account for 8,000 naira. I said, for 6 years, not good.
Yeah. Okay, this is for 9 o'clock. This is the Port of Buchanan issue. Now, let us start on the Ministry of Labor. And we're going to say this, and we're going to play your audio about the Minister of Labor this morning. You know, we told you that PAC, the Public Account Committee at the House of Representatives, headed by Representative Clarence Guy, they had invited Zip Solution Settings to go and explain and present to them relevant documents. You think we will rest on this thing? We will use all of our connections. We do everything that this thing will come to a conclusion and Liberia will succeed, that this thing will not remain as the way it is. If it will remain, that percentage that SETIC has will not go to them. Yes, we're not against them. We are not against them. But let me read you the letter for those of you just joining. Then we'll start our conversation and you will get the understanding of it. The Ministry of Labor is currently divided. We'll tell you some things today. Here's the letter that was written on the 10th of this month. And it says, the manager, Zip Solution / Setics, 10th Street, Single, Monrovia, Liberia. Dear Mr. Manager, I present compliments and write by directive of the Horses Committee on Public Accounts and Expenditure to request the submission of the below documents on or before Tuesday, April 16, 2024, and appear before the PAC for discussion on the submission on Wednesday, April 17, 2024, at 10 o'clock in the morning in the first floor conference room, House Wing. The documents requested for submission include contract between Zip Solution / Setics and the government of Liberia by and through the Ministry of Labor. Performance of contract in terms of revenue generation with details year by year since inception of the contract. Business / operational plan which was presented before the signing of the contract. Mr. Manager, the Committee on Public Accounts and Expenditure will have me inform you further that its committee, its commitment to forge the oversight responsibility remains strong and urge your fullest cooperation in this regard. Sincerely yours, Medrick Sion signed on this. So the letter was received. You're listening to the interesting thing. In this letter, did you hear that the Minister of Labor should go to a meeting?
No.
Did you hear anything that said Minister of Labor should go anywhere? So when we tell you about how Kopokra is so corrupt, he has no integrity. He lacks all it takes. He goes for what that benefits himself. And at times you don't believe it, right? Here's what you need to hear this morning. Kopokra had called the folks responsible for the Public Account Committee and tell them that the documents are to be submitted today. The documents. And we'll follow up whether they submitted the documents. We own them. Or we own Kopokra and Setics. We're not against them, but they 40-60, it is not in the interest of the country. It is as useless as anything to give 40% to a company that lacks all it takes, is not doing anything, then we government take 60%. When the records are there, the record shows that the Ministry of Labor can generate money by herself. You know what Kopokra has done? Kopokra went and took his phone and called, say he will be in the meeting tomorrow.
His name wasn't mentioned.
They're inviting Setics.
Yeah.
And Kopokra wants to go be in the meeting.
Imagine.
Fellow Liberians, what it says to you? There's nothing in that letter that says Kopokra.
No.
You think the people at the House of Representatives or the people from PAC, they don't know that you exist? They don't know they could invite you? Now, it says to you how the man has received, he's getting his benefits, so he wants to protect this by all costs.
That is it. So what he said he's going to say there? What he rather going to say there? Because he wasn't invited.
And it's so good that we have good friends in the House of Representatives and the Liberian Senate. We wrote the senator of Mangibi County. We did not get any results. He has said nothing about it. Senator Natana Mangel. You know, politicians are just politicians. Trust me, you don't trust anybody. But now we let me tell you this today. It is not about bragging, but we have good friends, both in the House of Representatives and Senate. I said friends. We got good friends. We got good friends there. So we make use of the friendship for the good of the country. And so they've invited them. Kopo Kra now, I call and say he will go along with Celtics. So you're working with Celtics now? Are you the manager of Celtics? Is anything in a letter to say if you are coming, come along with it? So now Kopo wants to go defend.
Exactly.
Celtics. He wants to defend the contract. But I thought Kopo said he wanted to review the contract.
That was his statement.
So have you reviewed the contract, Mr. Criminal?
He sent people in the field
Have
already.
you done the right thing? No, I can't be playing your order. You are listening to Kopo Kra for us there. In fact, the mayor is having meeting. Somebody that said he will review the contract before he allowed the people to go. The mayor is having meeting. And in the meeting, he's telling, and he in fact invited Celtics representatives, 2 representatives of Celtics were in the meeting. And his so-called person he appointed
Yeah.
in that meeting, he called the man position, afraid to call the man name. He only said, let him, my man Kopo Kra, I can't remember man. But let me tell you what is happening at the Ministry of Labor. The Ministry of Labor is divided. Let me say this to Joe Boaka. I don't support you, but I don't want your government to fail. If you don't step in and take seize of the matter at the Ministry of Labor, you will either take a dead body from there, or there will be something that will happen at the Ministry of Labor that will give a very bad signal to your government. The Ministry of Labor is deeply divided. The minister has brought on division. The minister is overlapping. No, you are minister, but the God functions of your deputies. Like the way the president appointed you. You think the president should leave you as Minister of Labor and start to call people, say, go on the fee? It doesn't work that way. It just exposes your inability to lead. You lack all it takes to lead the Ministry of Labor. There's a planned protest at the Ministry of Labor against the minister nonsense he's doing.
Oh yeah. Even the employees, they are not
That's
in
what
the
I'm
know
saying.
of some of the things that he's carrying
The
on.
minister and some of the ministers, assistant ministers, directors
Yes.
are not in good working relationship. The mayor is imposing things that are not of essence.
If the man can be appointing civil servant
Yeah.
employee, then what he going to
Yes.
freeze on civil servant, but he gave him letter out without the HR consent. So what is it that he cannot do?
Yes.
He's going to put his whole crew there to run that place. That's
so-
what he's doing.
And so now you have the ministry is divided. You have everyone against each other. And the people that voted for Joe Boaka, it is not what they voted for Joe Boaka for them men to go be doing these kinds of things. So the very unity partisan, the very people that did all they could do, the people are planning to protest at the Ministry of Labor and go protest to the womb of the president. Yeah, that's what you get when you pull someone there that lacks everything.
Very incompetent. Very, very much incompetent.
So the agreement of Celtics say there should be performance report quarterly or annually, sorry. It means when Celtics work this year and the money they generate, you see it and you see the performance.
Yes.
Has it reached your target? Is there any improvement into it? Then you say, okay, but you know what? We can continue with
continue with
Celtics
it.
because they are generating more money.
Yeah.
But the last time we checked the 2023 records of Celtics, the money they generated, the Ministry of Labor can even generate more money by
On its
herself.
own, of course.
You say, oh, because the people here, they modernize the thing and everything. You have the annual registry, the ID card stuff.
Yes, the National Identification Registry.
You could go in collaboration with them. It is the same thing they are providing to save money for the government.
He won't because he know that he got a share there.
So if you cancel this deal, you go into partnership with these people, they can even do more of that thing.
Oh, yeah.
If you need money to buy vehicles and everything, you generate money and tell the government that we need more vehicles. They got other donors that will help you.
But how many vehicles set is giving?
That the whole
How
thing.
many vehicles they are giving? How many tablets they are giving? You tell me that tablets labor ministry can get all their own?
You have donors, you have partners. Kopokra, you said you wanted to review the contract. So have you come out to the public and explained that, okay, you've reviewed the contract and this is it. Okay, if the contract is good, you tell the people and you give the reason why the contract is good. If the contract is not good, you say, oh, but you are not, you know, this old man, it's just on the radio, other people listening. I won't tell the man bad thing. He looking just at one Gina when you post somewhere. So corrupt.
Big head.
Yeah, he hate beat. Let me say in the simple English, he beat Jared to say that I want hate Papa Timo. He now respect himself. Criminal. What kind of man is this? Now, let me be honest, these things can hurt. When you get the bunch of criminals and put them somewhere, you think that man will sit there and the good thing will happen at the Ministry of Labor? It won't happen. Look at the disgraceful thing. And as soon as you go there, I will make sure we will take your picture and put that your big head picture on Facebook. That you the one you working with Celtics.
He wasn't invited.
You
I
working
don't
with
know
Celtics
why he
before you
just
won't go
want
for a
to force
meeting?
his way through.
They invite Celtics. Then you say you won't go there. Hey man, if to say, you know what, I will talk to some of my sources. If to say me, as the representative in that place, as soon as you can ask you who invited you, can you be here also?
If you can be
Can you be here also?
to bring yourself that low.
Yeah, man.
Bringing yourself low, Seku, because of the money business, so corrupt that
We've
they
been-
bring themselves low.
We've been pushing. And Kopo, I will be the journalist you will ever remember in your life. And when on it, they think about Celtics and the nonsense you're doing there, you will stop it. You will stop it. Let's watch and see how it plays out. Celtics will do the right thing, or that deal will be cancelled. You can think anything. And as soon as the government took over, Aminata went and told what you need Tantan to carry into Freetown and everything.
Yeah.
You can do anything you can do, but this country.
Bangura, yes, you won't be getting rich out of that.
This is a country of law. No serious government. Maybe sometimes people will do things unknowingly, but you get to understand that this is the wrong thing. You can correct the wrong. Someone thought that this man is a lawyer. Now you see that what the man has been eating a client money there.
Oh yeah.
How can this duke be a lawyer? They're good for nothing. Hey, big jail, one hey property. How can a man be a lawyer? That stupidity is at the highest in his head. Corruption has taken over, eating all the good side of him. The people did not invite you. You work, he said, oh, you will go there. What? Okay, what your role you going to play? So when I ask that, then you be defending, oh, you know, the contract is good. Then we ask, hey, it's so good, the law, because they ask you bring the contract. Yeah. Hey, I say the contract good.
Yeah.
You get the contract today. And we'll follow up. We know whether you get the contract. You will get that contract. And you'll be wasting time. You will get the contract. You will get the contract. You will get the contract. And you will get your performance reports. It's so good. We get all the documents. We've shared the documents with them. So you're not going to lie to anybody there. You're going to lie. You're not going to lie to anybody. You are not going to lie to anybody there. Oh, yes.
That is something that is so bad. The thing is, the politicians, they can be so greedy to the extent that they will bring themselves very low. Imagine you were not asked to attend a meeting, but you want to attend because you know that you have interest in it, because you know that you get a certain percentage there. So you want to attend a particular meeting to be defensive.
But why is it he's even going for a meeting?
You know what I'm saying?
Did they invite him?
He wasn't invited.
They said, now listen, maybe the people say, okay, let us talk to Celtics first, then we invite the minister. That's how it works.
Yeah.
But the people did not invite you, then you go tell from Brub. So Celtics people must have told him that, oh, the horses committed on public accounts, they've invited us.
Yes. So since you are the minister of this ministry, and it is your ministry that will be accepting the contract, you better come and be able to, explain more in details. Because they know if they sit down there and talk that in the representative, they will not agree.
Listen, and I like the way the people wrote the letter. You're wait. You will see something. You're wait. You will see something. You're wait. I like the documents that people ask for. That all the documents here, that all the important documents people ask for. They say they might bring a contract between Zip Solution Settings and the Ministry of Labor. I mean, in the government of Liberia through the Ministry of Labor. So in that contract, the lawmakers then will know what was the agreement, percentage, performance, what the terms and conditions about performances and everything, what they've offered, what the government stands to benefit. Hey, the people will know. The people will know.
We hope that finally this whole deal be done. That it doesn't go to the Ministry of Labor anymore.
And the performance on terms of revenue generation with details year by year. How many years they've been there? They took over, the only year they generated money was 2023. So we want to know how much they generated 2023. Then we go back to 2022. How much did the Ministry of Labor generate for herself? So if the Ministry of Labor can generate more money for herself, and you take the quasi company and come say they will generate more money, and then they can generate more money, but they've gone into the money that the Ministry of Labor has been able to generate for herself to give them the 40%, then it's as useless as anything. It makes no sense. They should not be there. It makes no sense, oh. It makes no sense, fellow Liberians. It makes no sense. Now the Ministry of Labor, you got all the things upside down.
People
Everything.
won't protest. Like I would say that.
No, but the people coming to protest.
Kobakura is on a time bomb because what that man is doing at that ministry, if he happens to leave there till this 6 year ends, that ministry will be another thing. That I can tell you another thing. Because just set his due. The man want to go to the house of. Imagine all the other Jews that will be coming at his decks.
The man will be the defender.
Pierre Martin.
The man is the defender.
All over, because that ministry is one of the sensitive ministry in the country. That's the reason why you see that these Lebanese or Fula people will be treating our people like that. Because they go to Kobakura or Seku or Kobakura, he will accept.
Or Kobakura, yeah. Or
he will accept.
Yeah.
And when he accepts, nothing will be done. All of the big deals that will come at his deck at that ministry, he will accept them and nothing because he knows that he's getting it. Imagine, set his due. Kobakura want to go in.
Yeah, they did not invite you. They invited Setics. And they say, oh, go. You can't tell us. You present the documents. We want to know.
I think Kobakura is known for being an uninvited guest. That I should say. I think that is what he's known for, uninvited. Because Kobakura, he came to the office uninvited.
Yeah.
I think that was say, two of you get share.
Somebody afraid of him.
That's how he did. And now we are going to somewhere that we are seeing where this is heading. We said that we are going to stick behind it till it reaches the house.
So it says to you that Kobakura now is the operator of this company.
Yeah.
What do you expect? What do you expect? The mayor will have a meeting. How they're supposed to go do the how you can call it, for them to go out in the street for people to be in compliance of their documents or whatsoever. They may call, okay, I'm sending something to you. What you need to do, I'm sending it to you. You just need to download it and get it on the computer quick.
Okay.
So we can play Copper voice.
I'm going to do that.
Yes. At a certain place we want to play. I just want you to hear how you are introducing I just want you to listen how you are introducing the people in the meeting. Hey, Kobakura, you are criminal. I send it to you. Try and get it up. Get it up the stuff. I beg you, please. I'm told there will be a protest. Yeah? There will be a protest. And you see? Then they say, I'm told they said the deputy minister at the Ministry of Labor is the one transferring people by from the instruction of Kobakura. How you be transferring people?
Yaka.
You guys say don't do that one year. Then you know what man has done? Kobakura has gone to the inspectorate department without the knowledge of the minister of manpower and whatsoever. Without the knowledge of the inspector general of labor. Without the knowledge of the other people, Kobakura has been able to instruct the deputy minister to change more than 10 inspectors from the inspectorate department. You know what he has done? He sent some of them to library. He sent some. Can you imagine? So what it says to you
he brings
is then the man. You know what the man is doing? the man had gone to the extent that he's printing another uniform from out, bringing in new people. Yes, is there.
It's there, Baja.
Bringing in new people. What such of leadership is that?
You know what he's going to do? When he bring in his new people, I mean,
And I'm told that's
he will be taking money from them.
And we don't want to be, tribalistic,
Right.
but I'm told the guy is from Nimba too. So he's
But that minuscule guy looking at Nimba can't take minuscule.
Yeah,
Myself, I have for Nimba, but the way you're looking at I would say you can do these things. It's not only Nimbayans that are living in Liberia. You have other counties.
No serious leader
Other
or any
citizens.
good leader will behave like the way Kopokra is behaving, though. You don't behave like that. You don't behave like that. You keep making the place to look ungovernable. Now I will play you the audio. Get this thing quick. I will play you the audio for us to move ahead quick. The thing was out there already. Then you. Okay, so let's move ahead. Put the audio in the thing there. Let's no, I don't want it like this. Put it in the play stuff.
Yeah.
Let's play you this Kupokra. This man is a criminal. There's a criminal man. But wait, we're teaching sense. Wait, I want you to carry the thing somewhere. Y'all listen to your voice, yeah? Y'all listen to your voice. Yeah.
Resident permit for aliens in our country, they work closely because for us, for example, we have some listing already available, statistics available. For example, you say Eager Electrical. Last year, the process a work permit for say 49 process. If we stop by there, we want to know, have you renewed your work permit for this year? We have 49% here. Maybe they have forgotten to say, oh no, we have not done so. If you have not done so, if they have done so, they have to show evidence. If they have not done so, we say, okay, maybe in the next, we give you time now, in the next day or two, we expect that you go money. Money, sir. Okay, again, let me welcome all of us here.
That Kupokra, money. You can voice there. They're criminal man. Money. Yeah, money. Yeah. You know, money. Yeah, the man speaking here for before we go ahead. A man is a criminal. Money. What do you got? Yeah, man. They think too that kind of a way, man. So the whole.
Again,
Let me go in front of.
Officer for SETIC. Germany is a queen of pink.
You don't know.
Let me go to the right place because I want you to hear. Anyone talk something, maybe you can. I want you to listen to. You're listening to it. How they more introducing the such people all in the meeting. But the man said, yes. Another thing, the man said. When we had a conversation, he went to the Ministry of Information. The man said he will review the contract and no. So we're asking you, Kopokra, what did you review? What did you see in the contract? Are you saying to us that these people are in compliance in sense of they are living up to the percentage they're supposed to what? Or they perform readily and they generated the money in which the government wanted in 2023? If you say that, then we'll ask you. 2022, the government by herself, Ministry of Labor generated 5 million plus. And in 2023, the people generated 6 million plus. So if they take that 40%, it goes into the 5 million plus that we can generate by ourselves. So why is it we're keeping SETIC's deal? It's as useless as the way you are useless, Kopokra. That is the deal about it. That is it. That deal is as useless as the way Kopokra you are useless, spanless old man. Let's play you. I want you to listen to some good things in this thing.
Organized way. We're not going somewhere in the business place. So, closing down your business, doing this more. There must be done in the most safer manner. And take some information from there, especially those who will not be able to show you evidence, so that you will have on my right is the Deputy Minister for Administration.
Now the man is about to introduce the people. Y'all listen. So you say you stay reviewing the people and you're having such a meeting. So this meeting is a meeting as to have a conversation how to get prepared to go on their work, to go and do their I don't know how you call it, look out for people that register or whatsoever to be in compliance and generate funding for the government. So you say you go into this thing. We've said it that you are corrupt. You've taken 200,000. We talk about it here. And so you will not do anything. You say, oh, no, you're still looking in the document and everything. But you're having this kind of a meeting. You have SETEX people there. What's the essence of you having SETEX people when you stay in going through the agreement? So by having SETEX people there, it says to us that you've endorsed and you think that the deal is good. So the deal is going to be on and the people are going to be getting more money from the government instead of the government generating our own money and benefiting ourselves. So the Ministry of Labor will not contribute any serious money to the national budget. No money. What we're saying here, we're not against anybody, but it is about the interest of the country. We are fighting for the country. That this deal is not in the interest of the country. You cannot go into a deal with a company that brought nothing on the table. They only thing few fleets of vehicles and gave them 40% share of our income that we can be able to generate. 2019, we generated 5 million plus. 2023, we generated 6 million plus. If you do the calculation, and then you take out the 40%, we will be having something around 4 million or 3 million plus, because you know what's happening there? They've gone into our generational flow.
Yeah.
It means the 5 million plus that we can generate for ourselves, that money will also be taken. Portion of it will be taken to add on SETEX 40%. So what the essence of us having a deal with SETEX is as useless as the way this man called Kopokra is useless. You're listening to it.
Honorable Otello Matthew, he is on my right. On my left is the Deputy for Manpower Planning for the Ministry of Labor, Steve Coluber. On my far left is the Assistant Minister for Alien Registration or Alien Affairs, Raphael Duruquilu. So all of these people will also be working along with you. On the head of the table, there you see the young lady there is the country director for SETEX, our partner, project people.
Yeah. So they may say you will go look at the deal, you will go everything. So the man now is saying in the meeting that partner people so what he says to you. Now you see that's the reason why the useless old man, he had a guts to say he's going to go sit in a meeting when the House of Representatives did not invite his big head like Hippopotamus. I will use these words on the man. He doesn't respect himself. Anybody not respect, I said don't respect them. What kind of thing is this? You think it's about to arrange yourself at the detriment of the people using the Ministry of Labor? Why would you behave like that? You say and there's a clause in the deal that says, in the agreement that says performance report. You can review it. If you review it, the performance report is not in line with what the ministry wants to achieve, you can cancel the deal. So you say you are going to look in the deal. You look in the deal. What have you gathered? Have you gathered that that SETEX is doing well? Have you gathered that SETEX generated more money in 2023? Have you gathered that SETEX has come as a helper to make the government or the Ministry of Labor to generate more money? Because the records are there, we have the records. The last time we checked, the Ministry of Labor generated more money for ourselves. You also hear the man introducing his partners there. Criminal old man.
So all of these people will also be working along with you. On the head of the table, there you see the young lady there is the country director for SETEX, our partner, project people.
Oh, our partner.
Yeah. But the man's clear. The man's clear. I will tell you now, we say Kopo Kato 200,000. Anything we say to your ear, that is true. They may introduce it. He did not even say we are reviewing their contract though.
Yeah, he said our partner. Meaning they have gone through
they finish with the team.
They
may go 200,000. Then the man is getting
nobody talking.
Then the man is getting share Any money they generate, you getting something like dollar, blah, 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 blah.
So that why he going at the house today?
The man need to go defend it. No, that tomorrow. So today
yeah.
they will submit the documents and everything.
The 17th.
We pray God. We'll put some people around. As soon as they see Kopo Crack come, y'all boo ahin. Y'all boo ahin. Y'all say TB, roll. TB, roll. Kopo Crack a roll. Kopo Crack and Steve. Kopo Crack a roll. Kopo Crack and Steve. Look at the disgrace you're doing here. The deal is clear. The contract is clear. We have the contract document. They say the Ministry of Labor has the right. The Ministry of Labor has the right to do performance, all the law just say. Look at the people, if they've delivered, you keep the contract. So is Copper telling us that the people they've delivered, they've delivered, they generated the expected stuff? Is it what we are getting?
Will also be working along with you. On the head of the table, there you see the young lady there is the country director for CETIC, our partner, project people. In the center there is our Inspector General, Mr. Charles Brown. And
the man will introduce, let me tell you something, the man will talk about the man he appointed as
Deputy Inspector General.
But you're not going to, the man.
Yeah.
The German there is the Deputy Project Officer for CETIC. The German is actually I'm not good at it. He's the Deputy Inspector for us.
He's the Deputy Inspector.
The one he himself he appointed.
They made a cook. They made a cook.
Yeah.
They made acting like
And Civil Service said that he should withdraw that letter. That letter that he gave, he should take it back. It was what Civil Service said. He just being very, very much.
So let's move on to the ministry itself, the happenings in the ministry. This is about CETICs.
Yeah.
Federal Liberians will tell you everything. Mm-hmm. You have the Minister of Labor allowing other ministers, deputy ministers, to take the functions of other ministers and director at the Ministry of Labor. When the minister gave the letter to what's his name? Darius Women.
Yeah.
The Inspector General, because Civil 7 has announced, and in fact, Civil 7 wrote Kopokra directly and said that you should not promote, transfer, employ, increase salaries. So he gave the letter to what the guy named, and the Inspector General with good faith, not any disrespect to the minister, said, we can work and this person cannot work. How do you take a communication person that lacks anything it takes about, the inspector area and go make the man deputy inspector general? Mm-hmm. What can this man deliver? What can this man deliver? You take this man and you make this man as deputy inspector general of labor. This position that is a Civil 7 position, you took non-Civil 7 person and put them there. Mm. You take unqualified person and put them there. This man is not even an employee of the Ministry of Labor. He's a contractor. And his contract has since ended. Mm-hmm. Because the right thing the guys are asking you to do, how will you be changing people and the Minister of Manpower? All these things falls under the Minister of Manpower. You refuse to allow him be in. In fact, that should have generated from him to say, okay, a letter is written to the minister. Minister, we have some issues, some vacancies to some of the areas. We ask that you allow us, or give us a go-ahead to get people into the positions, or to allow you to ask the HR to get people into the positions that are not occupied. That's how it works.
Mm-hmm. Procedure.
But you can work in an institution, you said at the minister, and then you instruct the deputy minister for whatsoever and everything, and he starts to change people from the very positions. Because you perceive them not to be in support of you. Is that how you run the ministry? You take inspectors that have worked in the inspectorate department for years, that understand the workings of the inspectorate department, and you send them different areas. You think the people will say they're lying? You think they were lying? You think they were lying? You're the minister of the Ministry of Labor, but there are some things you are not to do. If you do it, it will bring loss.
It even costs to a removal.
And the place will be setting for you, the place vision. Go ahead and do the thing you're doing. Go ahead and do it. If your disgrace not come at that place, if you care for the people to beat the hell all of you, they will do it. Watch and see. You know what the people are playing for you. If you know, you will not make that your useless head the way you were making it. Yeah. Some of you don't think these are things that hurt. Why would people take onto themselves if you don't say, "Oh, the Ministry of Labor that your man and Pa Billy and pull you there for you to be there"? You think that does it? And the Ministry of Labor belongs to you, or that the Crowd family, or because the guy your daughter sits at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs that sees the president every day, you brag so people that nothing can happen because your daughter sits around the president? Is that how we're going to run this country? Is that how? And you say your children are lawyers, you will sue me. You will go sue me.
No, but in reality, right? All of these things that you have been saying, if this man, if he were involved into these things, then he could have taken you to court since. Seriously. But he knows that these are the things that he's involved with. His corrupt behavior is showing up. And I can tell you that if Bwaka doesn't take that man from that ministry,
listen,
that ministry.
And let me tell you some of the interesting thing again right here, right? Here is what the civil servant said to this man. Let me read you the civil servant letter. It says, it just tell you how the guys, a couple crack continue to play in craziness. Civil servants, let me just go to the office of the Director General, April 5, 2024. Councillor Kopo Debu Kras Senior, Ministry of Labor, blah, blah, EJS, Ministerial Complex, Congo Town, blah, 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 blah. It reads, Dear Honorable Kras Senior, with compliments, we acknowledged receipt of your communication dated April 4, 2024, with reference number is there, informing the Civil Service Agency of your decision made to transfer / reassign employees of your institution. In this regard, the Civil Service Agency would like to remind you regarding our circular memorandum, which indicates that we are lifting the freeze only for direct replacement. Listen, the people spoke English. Only for direct replacement. Therefore, the freezing on the new hire and transfer will be lifted after the payroll compliance audit, which will be shortly conducted by the General Auditing Commission. To this end, please note that your action of transferring / reassigning employee is being executed against, that is the word, against a Kopokra. We thought you say you a lawyer, talk.
So that is it. The letter, you just listen. The letter was being sent by the Civil Service Agency to Kopokra that he is violating the Civil Service Agency law. 3 months, they are auditing the civil servants, right? So for 3 months, there's a freeze on the account. So definitely, no employment supposed to be done. Neither can you be able to say we are removing people on your own at the ministry. But now you have this man in person of Kopokura who has no authority to appoint people
at this time. You're not supposed to appoint, you're not supposed to transfer because they're still going through. Now listen, let me read the paragraph again.
The president grossly.
To this end, please note that your action of transferring / reassigning employees is being executed against the civil servants freeze order. Thank you for your support and cooperation as we strive to implement the arrest agenda for the benefit of the government and the people of Liberia. This is a letter to Kopokra. This letter went to Kopokra on the 5th. Now, so here is the letter the man wrote. They wrote him on the 5th of April, right? You see, the man they backdate the letter they sent to Dara's women. They backdated the letter. They say March 14. So if you say March 14, that was the time that the man was appointed. On February, if you say March 14, that's the time the man was appointed. But here is a post from Senator Prince Johnson on February 25th. Here is it. I'm going to read it to you, fellow Liberians, and you see how Kopokra can lie. Let me read the post. It says, My son Darius K. Women, you have been very committed to me since 2010 and have withstood all of the trials and struggles we have gone through over the years from 2010 to 2024. Not just that, but you are very competent and qualified and have all necessary credentials, experience for the post, and you deserve it. What post? It is the deputy, I know what. You deserve it. Go and serve as Labor Inspector General.
Yes.
It was on the 25th of February, right?
Yes.
So, Kopokra thinks that the way he's stupid.
Yeah.
That had the people stupid.
So he packed it.
So they went and backdated the letter. But how will you appoint this man on the 14th of March? Then Senator Prince Johnson is congratulating the man on the 25th of February. The post continues here. I trust your ability and you will do better to help your boss, Councillor Kopo Debbie Crass Seniors, administration and chief sources at the Labor Ministry. And you see, God has sleepy. I have not heard any negative news about you since you started working at the ministry in 2018 up to now. You have the experience and insider perspective to assist your boss in achieving success. With the trust I have in you and your boss, Councillor Kra, President Boakat and Jay Kuhn, will one day call you people to appreciate your efforts for improving the labor sector, and you have God's support. Go and serve well in the interest of the Liberian people. We are trying for all of you, our children, and your time will soon come. Let's keep praying and trusting in God. So this was done on the 25th of February. So, so they went to the extent. They went to the extent. Okay. So the press conference that the president, I will talk about that. Wait, I will talk about that. I say we Uncle Pokra back. Now, yes, it they to make fun out of themselves. They say they appointed the mayor on March. So you appointed the mayor on March. And let's agree, right? On March 14. So the civil servant wrote you on April.
Yes.
They in this audio, you hearing the Copper Crab man stay calling this man Deputy Inspector General.
Yes, at that time.
So that was done yesterday. In this audio, the people wrote you on April something, right?
Yes.
The 5th of April.
Yeah.
They told you, say, do not transfer, do not employ, do not do anything.
Yes.
Let's agree that for the argument's sake, because you think the way you stupid, that how everybody's stupid, let's agree to your stupidity and allow the sense to be beaten onto your head. And how will you say this man was appointed on the 14th? Then the Inspector General of Labor was appointed on March, on March, the 5th of March was appointed. Then you say you appointed the man on the 14th. Then the civil servant wrote you in April and say, don't do this. Right? So it means it must have cancelled all the illegal things you've done. But still you did not listen. Then you've gone in a meeting and calling the man Deputy Inspector General. In fact, because of this man, that is the reason why you are doing all the things at the Ministry of Labor, causing problems. If Joe Walker not pay attention and take the right decision at the Ministry of Labor, somebody will, you will yes say, so the minister is somebody went in face fight because the people have resolved that the nonsense you're doing, they will not agree to it again. That's nonsense. Let me read the letter the man wrote. It's the office of the minister. Can you imagine? The mayor is appointing non-civil servant in civil servant position. Is there a Darius K. Women C/O Ministry of Labor Ministerial Complex, Congo Town, 1000 Monrovia, Liberia. Dear Mr. Winnie, greetings. With compliments and based upon your experiences over the years in the various capacities of perfection, disciplines, you are hereby appointed as Deputy Inspector General for Administration, Ministry of Labor. This appointment takes immediate effect. So you want to ask, in all the disciplines, how many departments that Darius Women has worked in at the Ministry of Labor just to be or just to work as
communication?
No, as a contractor, serving in the communication department, not just even in the communication department, not the head, but as deputy. In addition to your terms of reference, TOR will be provided to you by the Division of Human Resource Administration. They mentioned the Human Resource woman again too. God. You are required to report to your immediate boss for details of your assignment. Who is the immediate boss? The Inspector General, the Inspector General of Labor, Charles Brown. And Charles Brown is ready to say this man is not a civil servant. There's a civil servant position, and the civil servant say we should not employ. You can't put this man. And in fact, this man he doesn't understand anything about the place.
Yes. How is it possible that somebody who worked in the communication sector will go to inspector area?
Yes. Say, while we congratulate you for your preferment, we remain hopeful that you will continue to work diligently and consciously to promote the image of the ministry in order to justify the confidence reposed in you by this administration. Congratulations, sincerely yours, approved, Councillor Kopo Debukra, Minister of Labor, his CC Cape, DMA, MP, Assistant Ministers, Finance and Budget Division, Human Resource Division. So where the man come and get money from to be paying Kopo, to be paying him for the few months that he will be on it? Where the man come and be paying the money for now?
You go to the HR,
so we asking him who wrote the letter, that the HR or that who wrote it, because these kinds of letters should be written by the HR.
But Seku, the HR, you get tell me that it is the HR that wrote the letter. The last time you could recall that we had the communication person,
yes, the letter the man sent to the HR, man, and just clear for me, you say, by directive of the minister, Honorable Kopo Kra Senior, you are hereby record from the Division of Human Resource Manager as a director, which I'm not seeing it, sorry, with immediate effect, without any change in your current monthly salary. You are therefore requested to report to the offices of the Deputy Minister for Administration for reassignment. While we commend you for work done in your sorry, I'm seeing it.
So you removed the HR.
The man removed it. They know what the man did. The man went to the inspector department. The man went to the inspector department. The man just started changing people.
He's not to do that now.
Yeah.
He's not to do that.
Yeah. Oh, I'm told that Darius women has been going to business people and business people giving him money. Oh,
that Darius women and that Kopokra, it's some kind of thing together.
Kopokra wants to use Darius women to go out and be stealing money from business people. And be stealing the government money. And sending him to the companies and all these things. It is what that Kopokra wants to do. Oh, yes. So there's a split in the Ministry of Labor. And we're saying that you're not listening.
And when something
happened there, at the time you know.
You can't get to someone just removing everybody. Who are you?
No, but the thing is easy. The civil servants say, don't do this. We don't have money. So who's going to pay Kopo? I mean, who's going to pay Darius women? Who's going to pay the other people?
People in
fact, the people that are working there and the people that are legitimately working there, he's removing them and going out to bring people so in new uniform to do everything. Let's go to the lines.
People who I even said to say they set it down for the civil servant test.
Yes.
Right? You have to pass that test before you be a civil servant.
Fellow Liberians, call us this morning. If you're at the Ministry of Labor, you work at the Ministry of Labor, don't call your name. We appreciate you because we want to protect you. Don't call your name. Enough is enough. It is time now for us to support you so that you can make Hopoka to understand that you people are not stupid as the way he's stupid and useless as the way he's useless. 077090790707709079070 0809079079070. The line for the people in Bon County.
That is 0779003835 0779003835.
And the WhatsApp line for those of you out of Liberia is +231 770-942048 +231 770-942048. Let's go to the lines and take you callers. Good morning.
Good morning, Seku. Good morning, Seku.
Go ahead, my brother.
Seku, thank you. Seku, thank you. And good morning to my sister in studio with you. Seku, my name is Austin Where I speak to you from District 13. So cool, before I go ahead, I want to say thanks to your mom and your dad. You hear me? I want to say thank you to your mom and your dad for taking you on earth for the help of Liberian people.
Yeah. Go ahead. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know if they are still living.
They are still living.
That's good. That's good. And I think they are getting it.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Samara.
Good morning. Go ahead.
Good morning to the Samara, this is Azi Wuzen. First of all, son of KOK, and I'm joining the conversation this morning from letter skill number 14. So you'll be sad on the Babu Avenue. Samara, I will say good morning to the CEO conversation. You know, the issue about the fire service that the CEO spoke upon with Imari Fire. You know, we said that Senator Dillon and some of these United Party senators were people with issue that they love this country. But we have come to realize that some of these people, they don't think their own interest. Still in Marafa, who is not competent, who do not have the qualification to be a fire boss, proposing all fire today. There are so many things happening that you cannot settle in as a board of fire service. And we see in Joe Burger trying to tell in this country that if you are not you cannot a facility of the president going to the speaker hall. Also, many people die in this country. They not even get a statement of that. But today we are seeing from the speaker place to another place. All you can say to people is that we voted for some of the embarrassment that we brought ourselves. We got to live over to face the thing we're having this morning.
Thank you. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Go ahead.
Yeah, my big brother, so let me tell you, if you have to go to the administration, they may not go to one and I'm forgetting to go to administration. So I see when they do, so when I spoke about nothing, forget about the going on.
Okay, thank you. Let me take this one. Good morning.
Good morning, Samara.
Good morning. Go ahead.
Good morning to my powerful CEO, Seguvi Sherry. My name is John D. I call from Banga City, Bon County this morning.
Okay.
Yes, I want to say you guys thank you for the show. You know, we have been talking over and again about this Cooper crime, man. But I don't know what our president is thinking about. Because every day Cooper crime is in an error in that ministry. I think Cooper crime need to settle that ministry because that ministry is one of the ministries that really need to be working effectively. But every day there are a lot of corruption, there are a lot of things he are doing. I think the president need to step out his game and go to that ministry because I remember it was the same thing that happened to the former president George Weah when he came to power, the citizens rise up and begin to tell him to move some official of government, and he refused. It went against him. There's the same thing that is going on. Cooper Crowd, people is crying with his name. It is time for Cooper Crowd to leave this government. Why to leave this government? Because he's not working in the interest of the Liberian people, but he's working in the interest of him and his family. That ministry is not for him and his family. So we are calling upon the president to make sure that Cooper Crowd be removed from that ministry. Thank you this morning.
Okay, thank you. Let's take calls from that line. Good morning.
Good morning, Samira.
Good morning. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you so much. This is David King, Appropriate Defender. I joined you this morning from electorate number 3. You see, where we are now in this country under the Unity Party, for me, I have said that was our number, that I don't see prospect. I don't see prospect, even by the fact that most of these people who were yesterday speaking against those in society behaving like angels, they have turned to be more than the demons. Kobakra, you and I know Kobakra have not come to serve the government like you, but he has come to serve himself and make a pocket fund. He want to make a pocket fund because he feels that his daughter, Cornelia Crab, took a sit rest beside the president. So anything that he does, whether right or wrong, nothing will happen to him. And you guys, you didn't hear your heat about President Boakai going there to do anything substantive. Joe Boakai, Mr. Boakai will do nothing to Kubokra. Because Mr. Boakai's session, all of what is happening today in government, Mr. Boakai is aware. Mr. Boakai is aware that Kubokra is not a good character. But he's keeping at the Ministry of Labor. suppressing the worker there, suppressing our country as well, taking money for himself, making himself rich only because he's a criminal. So we cannot have the kind of people in government who have come not to serve us, but rather to make ourselves rich at the detriment of the Liberian people. We see Emontua at the FPRC. Just within 3 months, Emontua got a story building, and he roofing. And Baka said, where? All right, more than started building house. All right, so we would not see any prospect from this government because this government don't promise. I mean, they never came to us to rescue us as a clean, but they came to rescue themselves. And this is what we are getting from them, and we don't expect anything good to come from out of them. Thank you. We will be in it for 6 years. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's take another call. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Go ahead.
Good morning, Senator. I'm very charged for the movement of the marches for the people.
Okay.
Senator, while we are stepping to the program, we'll get 1 million people in the morning to 4 o'clock. According to your Cordova. So the people they ride on to the program because no like a million will go soon. When men went for we got 40 people when you go to work. So I get there.
Let's take another call. I'm not getting you. Good morning. You have to call back. Good morning.
Good morning.
Go ahead. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. You are live.
Thank you. My name is Rufus Kokolati Chid. I'm calling from District 10 this morning.
Okay.
Thank you, Secretary Sharif, for your deliberation this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Frankly, let me say this to you. This thing you're discussing is happening all over the place, ministries and agencies. Even I can tell you now that yesterday there was a serious commotion and almost have led into a face swap at the DEA between the ADC man and Bauco. Simply because of the other created organization, the guy went against the others, just similar there. The same thing is discussing at the labor ministry. That's why also I believe that President Baka is aware of all of these things simply because they would have supported them. They want to incorporate it into government. What about those civil servants who were there simply because the past government hammered out their salary and they wanted to change the government and supported President Baka as well. Now they came to the king and you have there bring people, police and employers and making the people to be marginalized. Thank you for your discussion. I know you will tell us.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Samara.
Good morning. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Let me say good morning to Sekou too. This is James Labra. I call you from the township of West Point. Somebody is incompetent. Nothing you can do about it because they get who they are. Especially the men who are working at the initial post.
Yes.
Nothing. They buy from 24 thing to go over there, all the seat costs. Nowhere for people to sit while they put in your document or whatsoever they are doing. No seat to sit. So what would that man do to the Ministry of Labor? He's just going there to steal. Because look at the man, daughter working along with the president. So that kind of people, these are people that the president himself, Baka, is himself endorsing that corrupt man in that place. And he put in there now, so he just have to defend it. But the people will get angry. Enough is enough. Because it's too soon to start teaching people. Too soon.
Yeah, you can just be changing people doing everything. And I have another news to tell y'all. They released that the man wrote the gun time insulting Joe Walker, who wrote the release. I'll let you know. Good morning.
Good morning, Sekou. Let me say good morning to you and good morning to Samura. Thank you for the platform this morning. Sekou, my name is Ogotin. I'm joining from the National Headquarters of Unity Party this morning on Broad Street. I'm the one put Joey on the fire release as a march. Come on, Joe Walker and the screen.
Go ahead, brother. You're live.
So the issue, I learned you careful this morning. Let me speak on the fire service issue you are discussing about.
My man, I know what we're talking about. We finish pass by A.
Let me say.
We pass by A, my man. You better talk about the labor administrating. No, you're not doing what you want to do. I'm not giving you a chance. What we're talking about, what you should talk.
Okay,
What we're discussing is what you should discuss, my brother.
I told you that issue of Unity Party man. But that's why I told you that in the fighting of Copper Craft to the Ministry of Labor are in line with you. At the anytime you're ready, just come a number. Our population where you will go there and demand because of Copper Craft immediately also will be here. I told you that.
Yeah.
I told him for the National Court of United Party money where Mr. Tapper is coming here. I'm to the public court speaking. Because today you can't export this government for other people. Copper Craft is not somebody that having no integrity in the country. He is corrupt. And even our Cobra you say, oh, boss, I don't know what thing does it bring all of the make it work for.
Well, a lot of men you say what he?
I said, you allow you say, boss, I said, if you boss, you take what I said because his money green. You know, Cobra are making out the coin castle, but I know how the law looking. They are making our own law in a kind of money consciousness. What kind of human being will be who you are? You want to get division of the labor ministry? So you want to turn the government reputation? Look over crab and be careful, eh?
Okay.
Look over quality on a final print Johnson now because Johnson is one who always put people in a kind of jabata. You go over crab to record. I tell you. You go over crab to record me.
Yeah.
As a minister of labor, putting on Buckeye because he plans about to all and he said now go over doing the illegal thing. He can't speak about it. Look. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you very much. That's truth. Good morning. Good morning. This person. Let me take this person. Good morning. Morning.
My peace sister Samira in the studio. Yeah, my name is Alama Kamara, according from around the City Hall. As a question I really want to ask my people, our people that is stealing. So what the cost for that will steal and what they will do to one?
That Adele. Okay, let's take this person. Morning.
Good morning, Samira and Seku.
Morning.
I'm Peter David Castro, on the street like in Lower Johnsonville, and I thank you very much for a fascinating discussion this morning. My attention has very been drawn to the issue relating to my welfare and Edwin Caesar. You know, Seku, thankfully you have raised the issue of these people who have been raising the issue and it has become a fruitless country. But now, I think you are taking it on the international media. I think it will call the attention of the House of Senate and the House of Representatives to call them to order. These guys, you are getting information that in my welfare and that of the Edwin T. Caesar lacks the mental capacity to work at the Liberia civil service because they do not even have the credential, a 15 high school degree. These are people that sat down yesterday, criticized Jefferson Koji, criticized other guys in the government, and today they are swimming in the pool of gross incompetency. So they can remain there. We are calling upon Honorable Safoko, yet according to the issue of these people. Otherwise, we'll take a citizen action. These are the incompetences that leading to...
Okay, thank you. Good morning.
Morning.
You're live.
Yeah. I'm Mr. Kawe. I'm calling for Police Economics.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, the press people in the country, that paper in your hand.
Let's take another call. Good morning. Good morning.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Mo Beacon. I'm calling from my Holy Land, New Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah, the issue of Cooper Cry is that, as we all know, we the citizens in this country, we know that Cooper Cry, you know, when we be using the word always embezzlement, we're making people proud. Cooper Cry is a criminal. We're not be using the word corruption anymore. Cooper Cry is a notorious criminal that come to loot state resources. And we'll not be sitting here as a citizen when our president, Joseph Imabaka, will not take action about this. We, the citizens, will get on our feet. And Kupokra will chase Kupokra out of the Ministry of Labor. Kupokra is not doing the Liberian people well. He got to position himself. We don't even want him in the government anymore. He position or not position, let him get out. We don't want shots criminal in the government. These are the people that are supporting this government. And you know, Joseph Parker is sitting there looking at them. And then you don't want to speak about it. He is too quiet. We will not be taking that. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
You are live.
Thank you. Good morning, and good morning to my other Samira.
Good morning.
And thank you for your talking point this morning. But I think some of us who told the Liberian people that an attempt to elect from the broadcast or from the broadcast would be a great mistake, and that would be a setback to the Liberian people and Liberia at large. So, if you go back to Prince Johnson during the election, in a quote that they supported President Weah, and after President Weah won election, President Weah gave his party one slot or one ministerial purpose slot, which was the post of telecommunications and the minister of corporate was only there to start people. So meaning that he needed a lucrative position for his party or for an individual to be appointed to. And that is what Mubarak did. So to send corporate to that federal ministry, which for Ministry of Commerce, under the Ministry of Labor, it shows that for broadcast is paying Johnson the his request, the Prince Johnson request. Why will you go to a ministry and just start to downstart every other person that is making the ministry and then start to bring your own interest? People that work with the president, the president is downstart and then bring your interest to say that you want to work with the president. Why is it that even the people who control the private sector of our country, they are telling you that yes, indeed, we will approve for finance, you want to all explain business because this is a prison that want to set. And you are aware about your own thing, this my own, if you don't, you pay the what it was. You see it discussing, and then for Liberia is not very nice to go forward on the president or president of that. Thank you.
Let's take another call there. Let's be able, all right. So these are things that we are talking about. The labor ministry, it is very, very much corrupt. The minister there, he keeps doing things that are not in the interest of the people, and he keeps violating the law of our country.
This person on the line. Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, I'm Mr. Kawi. I'm calling for police academy.
Bro, go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah. You know the press food that in the country, the paper I get there is the pen at the shop. That can use that paper and pen to promote peace, to promote war. In Uganda, 100 days.
Oh, you're breaking. Yeah.
You need to promote peace. You need to promote unity. You always
shift a little bit, yeah.
You have to promote peace. You always insulted people on the radio.
Let me cut you off, sir.
Always insulted people.
You already insulted people. Yeah, let's take 5 more calls. We call it a day. We transition to our next discussion here this morning. Those of you just joining us, you can call us on 0770 907 907 0770 907 907 0880 907 907. Let's take this person. Morning.
Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Good morning, people.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much, people. I'm Brad calling from the Oro.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we told the people that this military party-led government would do absolutely nothing. Because the Joseph Walker, he feeds every day. And they can talk about integrity. Does he have integrity? He is a part of he lie or he down. So he needs to come and pass by him. The government, I mean, every time I think about them, they make me.
Okay, thank you. This person. Morning. Yeah, morning. You're live.
Yeah, okay. This is Secretary.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, my brother. Well, I mean, I have to tell you that anybody will call you if they want to talk nonsense on the show. Excuse me for that expression. If you want to talk nonsense on the show, just call them off.
Oh, but what am I going to do? Oh, I'm wasting my time.
Because you are informing us in the country. All who don't listen to you, but right now I'm starting listening to the regional and getting information for the region. So I thank you for that. May God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you. The last caller. Then we transition. Good morning. Tomorrow again we'll talk about labor ministry. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, sir. Yes, sir.
my name is Stanley Sharif. I joined you from Broadway, edition number 17, person of 25 Sunday. Sheikh, thank you for the topic on the discussion. And let me tell you for that. You see, there are some journalists in this country, they can be carried away by just small for them to say to the Liberian people they will do it. They will bury it at the end of the day. They will call it a regime journalist. The government that will cut the power, whether they do wrong or not, they will be in support of them. You see, I'm your show, since you build voice of like you by then or 90.7, you see, in this country, anybody that touch in this country, people will hear them. People don't be there. We'll be in the real community. We'll listen to our video show almost every morning. In the evening time when they repeat is there, I listen to it as well.
Thank you.
You see, Cooper Crowd, so we have made no mistake to dismiss Cooper Crowd from the transport ministry by then. On his wife or you see, these are the people that they came with a mindset to destroy this country. At the end of the day, we live with nothing in this country. But thank you ever so much for having me on your show. Let me say good luck to Samira.
Okay, thank you very much. Oh, we want to say last call, but the calls are still coming. Good morning. Morning. You're live. Good morning.
This is political. You go to a proper dependent of our time. Thank you for your talk about this question. You know, the government, they are not good to the life of people. Point of fact, no unit local country yet. So far, there's no unity because 20% have paid power. In our position,
Okay. The last call, they won't power when you going behind. Hey, morning. Look at our last caller, how you behaving. You the last caller, you behaving like that. Morning, go ahead. You are live, bro. Go ahead.
Thank you for the show. What people are doing, they're not fair. That is corrupted and can see also. And the president have to move from there also because
Okay, thank you. The man is. Oh, yeah. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, no, we're not taking calls again. We're not taking calls. Tomorrow we'll be back here.
You have to get the phone off.
Yeah, tomorrow we'll be back here on the same issue. Now we move to the port of Buchanan.
Yes.
We're going to play you this audio first, and then before we explain, for those of you that didn't listen, and we didn't talk about it, we just did it in passing.
Yeah.
Listen to this. The entire government seemed to be total mess. Everywhere different, unnecessary things happening there.
The people too corrupt, man.
With this child, she will lose her job. But now she's taking my kindness to be my stupidity.
Hello? Yeah, listen to you.
You bought no boat. She taking my kindness to be stability. You know all the boat you can steal there.
She will lose her job. This child, she will lose her job. But now she's taking my kindness to be my stupidity. Hello?
Yeah, listen to you. You're telling me about she make the institution lose her job.
So, yeah, now she's taking my kindness now to be my stupidity. So I said, okay, since this is the route, then I will hold her to her feet. So I told Fodor, I said, Fodor, if you compromise this, my hand is there, but I will make sure I push it. So Fodor said, if she does not bring the cash on Friday, then she will have herself to be blamed. That what happened?
Yeah, but I can't understand why you want say that you money alone.
But why she creating so lies? She lying as she get a cash with her. She told me that she call Elijah Brandon. I even decided to write you.
Yeah,
because she said she can't cash to town on Friday, I said I will wait for Friday since I'm in town.
But not the first time. That's not the first time there. I seen money where you talk about it 20-something times. Yeah, I call you in the office, you try to pity her again. I can one person just say that and play a game that I have all that money. And she bring deposit or now heard that. Look at that.
That's why I told Fodor last night. I said, look, there are a lot of things that I have not told you concerning Sisi. I've been trying to cover up for her. I've been trying to let things slap because that job ain't no, we all can do things. I've been trying. See, I even told her, I said, CC, 25,000 naira, seven for race issue, at least defending her. Yes!
That's what money. That you been now, that you been now heard at all or deposit.
Yeah. For us, what I said, I'm telling you something serious. So they can raise the issue with her at least defending her. She was only able to account for 8,000 naira. I said, for 6 years, not good.
Yeah, but
no wonder why you have been blasting at her.
yeah, but then you call it the other channel man, or I get 80,000 man more. I channel man, then I go to her, she say, man, I got money. I saw I call the channel man. The channel man said, no, I give it to her.
See, and you can't treat people like that. NPA is a no. Nobody can, no one person can eat NPA money. If like a different deal strike, OSA or A, that one is for you. But money that coming to NPA itself, you're working either you try it will backfire. Because there are too many different documents. Now you don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
And she needs to understand that.
Yeah, but you gotta train her.
No, I can't train her because she's not ready to be trained.
The guy all over here, but I go for food to eBay.
I'm telling you the truth, bro. She's not
But
willing.
I thought you were willing to listen to yourself. Yeah, you a man helping her.
I've been cool with her. Bro, I swear to God. I've been playing stupid.
Mm-hmm, I know. You know, I'm not help the guys.
She not use that particular money. Somebody say she used it to buy steak and thing for her place in Berlin. So if you use some, say, oh, I use some for this.
So just on the phone again, if you're on the phone again, giving all of hot thing that you know, won't know to enjoy. What's more thing I won't turn to be our lay black then or won't you just running what in now?
Tell you the truth. Tell her with her problem she in now. Let her bring the people money.
In the problem, bring over that you don't want to know the one level.
Let her bring the people money to town. She the one make the news to reach the town. And she have been truthful and sincere. She was allowed it to stay right. In fact, for that to us, she say you and I say your handle, your thing over there. She said I say call family and say blah blah blah. Where I never call.
Yeah, so now you listen. And we thought to play the audio without, interruption.
Mm-hmm.
So the audio you listened to recently, folks, in that audio, it is the internal auditor at the Port of Buchanan. So for those of you, maybe if you hear internal auditor, you don't know the functions or some of the things you do. So the internal auditors are there to make sure that the referral procedures financially, all the things are done properly as per what governs the financial policy of the institution. So that transparency, you can allow one person just taking money and just because before you can do anything, you sign a check or you sign a voucher for any other payment, it needs to go to the internal controller to verify, to see whether you follow all the procedure, all the people that are supposed to sign, they sign everything. Mm-hmm. So they are like an investigator there, or they are there to checkmate you to do the right thing. This man by the name of Isaac George, that should have been the person making the people to do the right thing, is the one on the audio admitting, talking about how money's been eaten from the national, from the Port of Buchanan. And the person that is currently the financial person at the Port of Buchanan in person of Cecilia Wisner was being heavily discussed. How she eats money, how she takes the port money. You see how people brave? How she goes about collecting money that are supposed to be for the port and she uses it for herself.
And they have been covering up.
They've been covering up. Records being destroyed so as not to show any trace. Can you imagine somebody went and sat down and ate 25,000 for the port? And it is not just the one deal though. So the man is saying some of the things that are making him angry is because she's not playing some of the cards well. So if she plays the card well, There's no problem.
Yeah.
I think in one of the operations, because she never wanted to give them, that what brought the thing to town. And the photo man he's talking about, it is his boss. And his boss is aware of this thing. What is this? Now, this is a challenge to the current managing director of the National Port Authority. We are watching to see whether you keep them stay in their positions there. We're watching to see. We are watching. This is just clear enough to put the people, investigate them, do thorough investigation, and at the end of the day, you prosecute them. Because it's clear.
Yeah.
And the port should be able to come up with a release and tell the public whether these people are still working or not.
Yeah.
So if they remain there, then it means that the port director or the head of the National Port Authority is in support of what they're doing or they've been doing. So to show to us that they are not in support of it, they need to take the drastic actions and also make the public to understand what they've done about these things and let them be audited. And if they're found guilty of some of the things, they should be prosecuted. You don't do that.
Maybe they're changing documents.
And the Cecilia Wisner is the current financial, is the acting financial manager at the Port of Buchanan. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? In these kinds of times, you put that kind of a woman to head that place, what she will do? This is the Port of Buchanan. And this, I don't want to blame any other person to say, oh, blame the other person from NPA. Blame. No, this is about the two names. Asset George and that of Cecilia Wisner.
Probably the conversation came about because she's
and then
not sharing.
They put photo name. Photo two to be able to answer to questions.
Yeah.
What he knows about this. Let them do or check or audit about her for the time she's been there. And see some of the transactions and see how some of the things are being happening. In fact, I'm told if you were to pay money to the Port of Buchanan, they will tell you that, you know what you do? You don't need to bring, we don't need to say your invoice. We don't need to what? Let's just come to understanding. If you're supposed to pay 30,000, give us 25,000, about 5,000, you can take it. So there will be no record to trace as to whether the people pay or they not pay or whatsoever, whether they did. What is that? What is that? What? Oh my gosh. Let's play you the audio again, then we'll go to the lines. You're listening to it, fellow Liberians. And the voice you're listening to is the internal auditor at the Port of Buchanan, one Asset George, discussing Cecilia Wisner, who is the current acting financial person at the Port of Buchanan.
With this child, she will lose her job. But now she's taking my kindness to be my stupidity. Hello?
Yeah, listen, you're telling me about she make the institution lose her job.
So, yeah,
and not lose
taking my kindness now to be my stupidity. So I said, okay, since this is the route, then I will hold her to her feet. So I told Fodor, I said, Fodor, if you compromise this, my hand is there, but I will make sure I push it. So Fodor said, if she does not bring the cash on Friday, then she will have herself to be blamed. That's what happened.
But I can't understand why you want say that you money alone.
But why she creating so lies? She lying that she get a cash with her. She told me that she called Elijah Brandon. I even decided to write you.
Yeah,
because she said she can't cash to town on Friday, I said I will wait for Friday since I enter.
But not the first time. That's not the first time there. Even I seen money where you talk about it 20-something times. Yeah, I call you in the office. You try to pity her again. I can one person just sit there and play a game that I have all that money. And she bring deposit or now heard that. Look at that.
That's why I told Fodor last night. I said, look, there are a lot of things that I have not told you concerning Cici. I've been trying to cover up for her. I've been trying to let things slap because that job ain't we all can do things. I've been trying. See, I even told her, I said, Cici, $25,000 settle for race issue. At least defending her.
That's what money again. Then you bring now $100 or deposit.
Yeah. For us, what I say, I'm telling you something serious. So they can raise the issue with her Ali defending her. She was only able to account for 8,000 naira. I said for 6 years, not good.
Yeah, but
No wonder why you have been blasting her.
yeah, but then you call it the other channel man, and I get 80,000 man more. I channel man, then I go to her, she say, man, I got money. I saw I call the channel man. The channel man say, no, I give it to her.
See, and you can't treat people like that. APA is a no. Nobody can, no one person can eat different distract for you. Because there are too many different documents. Now you don't get it. And she needs to understand that.
Yeah, but you got to train her.
No, I can't train her because she's not ready to be trained.
The guy all over here, but we are going for food to eat.
I'm telling you the truth, bro. She's not
But
willing.
I thought you were willing to listen to you, sir. Yeah, you are man helping her.
I've been cool with her. Bro, I swear to God. I've been playing stupid.
I know. Nothing I have to get.
She not use that particular money. Somebody say she used it to buy steak and thing for her place in Berlin. So if you use something, oh, I use some for this.
So just on the phone again, if you're on the phone again, give me all of hot thing that won't know how to enjoy. What's more thing I won't turn to be our lay black then or won't you just running what thing now?
Tell you the truth. Tell Leo with her problem she in now. Let her bring the people money to town.
In the problem, bring over that you don't want to know the one level.
Let her bring the people money to town. She the one make the news to reach to town. And she have been truthful and sincere. She was allowed it to stay right. In fact, for that towards say, you and I say your handle, your thing over there. She said, I say call family and say blah blah blah. Where I never call.
Anyway. At least you will be understanding what that, but me, I know, me. You see me, I don't report people. I don't try to take people for a job. I don't get no power. Me, I will leave better.
I know, brother.
Yeah, look.
So that will bring the people money.
All right, I understand, man. Take care.
All right, Chief.
Okay, so you have listened. It's about time that you be able to make your input on the conversation that you just heard from the Buchanan Port. 0770-907-907, 0770-907-907, 0779 for Banka, Bon County, 003835. Those are the numbers to call. Let's take our first caller this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, my sister.
Morning, you are live.
Yeah, for security reason, I will not come on and say Samira. I'm one of your silent listener, always admire you. Only thing is not stream in Joseph Boga government. Joseph Boga came to power, people who get the power is with corruption. All the guys who Joseph Boga appointed or appointing the minute know the king of a place that people giving money for job. So I ended the minute they will get there, they'll be nothing. One day I will try to meet to a radio station there. All the guys see what job I appointing government. This minute I can be a money, I know a quarantine, I get video, I get recording on some money. So the minister down league better than people come up here who the men appointed in government. I get video recording on it. It's what job I say, oh, you are living on doing nothing. Because the song can play camel the hair. That and the other one, they pay the current camel player. Down to the other men, the court, for the other men, every day in camel horse. Every day in camel horse. So you are no one else job I say you are living on loan because when you get more money, some will go to in the moment. Okay, give me some money, you go, you won't go play camel. Yanni, my brother, they did in that string, I've got a boss of the men playing the thing. So all of them doing, my brother, in that string. I will take our time one day, I will come to your studio.
Okay, thank you. Let's take another call there. Good morning. 0770-907-907, 0770-907-907. That's the number to call to make your point on Good Morning Liberia. And if you are just joining us, this is the program Good Morning Liberia. My name is Samira Wonla, and I'm here with Sekofi Sheriff. this morning. You know, these things is worth talking about. Look at this kind of very, very much, as you said, denigrating audio that came out. Look at how bad it is. Good morning.
Morning. Hello?
Morning.
Morning, how are you?
I'm okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm calling from Grand Kimasonte, to be tested Kijo. I cannot call my name right now.
Okay.
That's the reason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You
Oh, he left the line. Probably the distance. Good morning.
Hello? Good
Morning.
Yeah, my name is Musa Justice Sekou. You phone me from my residence, Lupolo,
Okay.
Subata. Thank you, Sekou, and this is a Samira for a 40-minute time. You know, and screens in this country to us. We don't took our time and tell people these things that were lucky. Now, if my father is a criminal, and I'm a criminal, when 2 hours go see, for example, they catch me, who they will get a complaint to? Because my father is a rule. All the time in the country, drug guys are where? Drug guys in the country when Copper Crab was dismissed from the past regime. His daughter there in the country, she won't be represented. I will always beat her. So now we carry them. If Joseph Baka will continue carrying our country on the negative path, it will not be correct for him. We are sitting listening to him, and we are also preparing how to engage the issues. So thank you for a 40-minute time.
Okay, thank you. Let's take another call there this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Samira.
Go
Good
ahead.
morning, how are you doing? Good morning to Sekou as well.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, my name is James Quade, and I'm the chairman of the Veteran Assembly. Samira, let me tell you one thing. You know, Liberia is the country of cowards. You understand? Most of these things that happen in the country by our so-called government officials, it cannot happen in some of these francophone countries. You understand? Mm-hmm. You as a leader, they will hold you by the wayside, and then, you know, you'll be getting rid of. How can we sit and complain? How much you want for these journalists to talk? How much we want for these journalists to bring out information that people are doing things that are not in the interest of we, the citizens that put them in power? Will allow continually still a handful of people that will be rocking their country doing their own thing. What is this? Under this regime that's led by Joseph Parker Unity Party government, everybody doing their own thing. I will tell you, Samara, at this present moment, there is no more, police training the academy. Right? DA director training their own people at the Bahia, immigration training their own people at the Bahia, and where we know that any training process that concerning security sector is done at the police training academy. Then it's spreading out. This is how it's supposed to be. But now everybody training their own people, whether be it regular training or working on training, they train their own people according to their own will. Then our lawmakers are sitting there. People who are responsible in the house on national security, they are sitting there looking at the people. So these people, they are together as a clear, as a syndicate. So it's like when we, the citizens, take our stand and redeem ourselves from the hands of these unscrupulous individuals who think that they are racking the country in their own interest. Then when they leave it in destitute, then we remain completely as it will continue, to the end of our generation to come. The educational sector is done, man. You understand? The rule of law has been done away, all right, by Joseph Baka himself, who has breached the constitution of this state already. So all those who are under him, for he the head downward, then nothing will be straightened up. So who do you depend on? The citizen of Liberia, you need to come to yourself. Stand up for your rights. If you think that you will depend on it to straighten out the country, it's a lie. We need to get your feet to the fire. And the citizen stand up. That's the solution. Besides that, we will talk from now to judgment day. Nothing will happen. They will not do anything. Now everything is scattered and nothing is straightening up. From now on, even until the state here, nothing will be straight. You will talk and get tired. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Let's take another call there. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, let me take it from my end. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
You're live.
Yes, Samira, this is John Diakwa from Banga.
Okay, this is your Lone Star number. Go ahead.
Yes. Samira, I want to say thank you. I read a thing about Liberia problem. The thing that people talk about in the past that Georgia government was doing was not right. This is the same thing that they are doing. So me, I was thinking, I said, oh, this old man was coming to change Liberia because they have no age in his favor. I think he could be the right person to put in place those Google things that Liberia needs. But it's really on the contrary. See, as government in every sector, there are a lot of corruption, and he's not speaking about it. But instead, he's there talking about countries that are around fire disaster all around here. He ain't talking about, hey, yesterday I go see a hastening to the speaker house. I said, well, on serious government we are in letters. So. Very frustrating, Samira. Very, very frustrating. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Let's take another call. Yeah. Good morning.
Morning.
Yes, go ahead.
I'm calling from Grand country to be specific in York.
Yes, go ahead.
Let me just go straight to the point. So the issue of King York, what happened last time about the police leaving here, what the company are coming, the very peaceful protesters. And after that, our hope, things that we were fighting for, and to up to this one, nobody stay in the funeral home, the government are doing nothing about it. And those are very killing, they stay passing around having gun hanging on their side. Besides that, the Arab people had about rich putting people down for Zambia men and other business. How in our country, after 14 years of civil war, is that a rescue? Are you asking to rescue us? After 14 years of civil war, we are still slaves in our country. Our men are treating all the things. But what is government? What the country is holding power, they don't want to do what they're working. I can assure all our friends the less protests that will happen here, it will not be for joke.
Okay.
It will be less. It will be blood for less.
Thank you. Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, Samira.
Yes, go ahead.
Good morning to the peace-loving people of Liberia. Once again, I'm reading Senate Sherry. I join you from Dogville, station number 17, South San Against my country. Samira, let me say this. You see, the mindset of the Liberian people that one got us where we are today. You see, people are all in the community saying lies propaganda on President Joia that the government is controlled. Oh, they coming in on the mantle of our resting Liberian people. Today, we are seeing what we were not seeing before. And you imagine why in these guys are communicating, talking about money issues, squandering the opportunities for the other people support to benefit. They use a particular money for them to build a country, but today, money is just going to the pocket of two group of people. Can you imagine? See this. We are not expecting this thing from the presidency of Joseph Nimabwaka because they keep on the mantle of our resting the Liberian people. So, but it's not strange to all because we, the judiciaries, we are just like people. These people are very much corrupt. When people use our safety process for the past 12 good years to perpetrate their steps. And see, what the people came aboard and said, I think the government are having that opportunity by then, the 12 years, but we squandered it. And see, they say, could have been much more done. But the time had not been utilized there. So the Liberian people, we were telling them this, they said, oh, the paper know the problems, the Liberian problem. Today, when he said they say he's lazy on you are lazy on it. Some of the people you bring to power, they will just use the state resources. Today, they are passing here and there, creating dubious for themselves. But they are still in the name of what rescue, how they call asset recovery thing. Where is the asset recovery thing today? And see, they're their first step. They were making an error. And see, today, since the Supreme Court ordered them to do the what the rest thing, where I did today. And see, so the 1.9 million that was to go in the account of Jeff Fiasco, they were just eat it. Every administration agency in this country today, Samira, not only the Port of Buchanan, but all the ministry agencies today, that blood deal is going on there. That blood deal is going on there. That the blood deal that came in a particular country, slowly, the citizens are living below $5 a day, where a few group of people, they are taking $1,000 to their various pockets.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Let's take another call. Thank you. Thank you. We will take 5 more calls. We are going to take 5 more calls and we'll be able to call it a day. Good morning.
Hello. Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Hawamu. I'm calling from Clouton.
Okay.
The people that are discussing the thing, they're supposed to all in and say that the people Joseph Baka supposed to be all in by now. Because they never really see him on the city all money. So they need to all in there.
Let's take another
Hello?
call there. Yes, you're live, my sister. You made your point already. Let's take another call. We will take us 5 more calls. That will take us up to 9:55, at which point we'll be able to call it a day on this broadcast. Good morning.
Good morning, Sarah, and good morning, Sekou Sheriff.
Good morning.
I'm Sarah Sunday calling from 17th Street.
Okay.
To the point, this government has very, very corrupted. But so brother, the fact the president are not doing anything for this country. He said you can't rescue the country. Who you can't rescue? The criminals or the civilian? Well, right now, Samira, we are crying on the president to do cleaning for us. The corruption are too much. Look at the students are crying for school fees and other things. I very, very thank you for the program and thank you for the show and thank you for the CEO. Yeah.
4 more calls. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Go ahead.
Let me say good morning because today is the man we don't Nigerian from district 13 residents representative village. Samira, let me say thanks to you for the discussion this morning. You know, Samira, this old man is just a failure for us in this country that the municipality people force on us. Samira, people houses then burning in this country every day. The old man had not said anything about it. But yesterday, because all the speaker is one a big man or in the third man in this country, so that's the reason why because of Shinte. That's the reason why the old man was able to go to a house and even say something yesterday. So this old man not there for the commoners, he only there for the elite, or let's say for the rich people. Thank you for your time, my sister.
Thank you, Boama Williams. Good morning. Good morning. Do we have calls there? The people are too corrupt in the country. Seriously. Good morning.
Good morning.
Go ahead.
This is Political Simon, calling for the city to be precise. You could thank you for the topic on discussion, my sister. You said it all. You know, the public kind of reach a certain with children, but not for the Liberian people. Because the Liberian people, they don't know what to do. You saw when fire test in, you could tell a kid had 3 children plus the mother. They never attended. It happened in auto terror, but when it happened in Bonkana, because they have a food there. Where they went for. This year, the Labron will sing this one until the 6th year end, my sister. That will just keep our finger crossed and look up to God. Thank you.
Thank you. 2 more calls. Good morning.
Hello.
You're live.
Amara Sherry, calling from Kinjo.
Okay, Kinjo.
Firstly, I would like to say thank you for the program, but I just want to remind Joseph Yuma Baka. The incident that took place the last time in Kinjo and up to down, our issue can be addressed. We, the citizens of Kinjo, we are preparing ourselves. We'll make sure we stay for our right and we'll fight for our right until we can get our right before. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Let's take the last call. We'll be able to call it a day. Good morning.
Morning.
Morning. Go ahead.
This is Patrick S. Yuma calling for the state to be precise support bridge.
Okay.
Thank you for following me this time. This Papa, he don't kind of serve the country, yeah? If Papa, they want to bring big mountain, Kinjo, when a mountain, they stand that contract. So anything that happens down there, they're supposed to take the responsibility. So, they think if the people wanted it, they're supposed to ask question how you going to do in our country. But because they don't want to ask question, they want small little money. That what you see, no country, we can bet anyone who will pass in the country, what to say they want to take, what to see. Come and see the difference of it. Nobody says he get election.
Okay, thank you. That's all the calls we can take on this morning broadcast. I would like to say thanks to all of you that followed the broadcast. Those of you that commented, I would like to say thanks. Continue to follow Voice of Liberia. Continue to follow Good Morning Liberia. My name is Liberia-VOL, and I have been here with Sekou V. Sheriff. Would like to say thanks to Patrick T. Sahi. I've been here making sure that this program is being live on the radio. So we'll see you tomorrow morning for another beautiful edition of Good Morning Liberia. I have been Liberia-VOL. Have a pleasant day.